Yes, people. Welcome back, man, to the day after podcast. It's been a minute. Feels like we need to do more, and I keep saying it. I keep promising and keep not delivering. But we'll try. We'll try. Big up to Savage in the building. He said, why not have the conversation we was having in the WhatsApp group, you know, on a campfire, on a log fire talk. And I thought, yeah, why not? For real, because it's things I've been thinking about. I'm not going to lie, bro. For the last few days, I've been trying to question, like, on a real, who's God, bro? Like, do I truly understand God? Is there a God? Like, so many different questions. And when you have questions, you go down the rabbit hole of the space of YouTube or the space of the internet. You just go, you find something pops up, you watch that, something pops up. And what I've been watching is literally a lot of the famous actors, obviously Chris Pratt, I think Alan Ritchson or something like that, the guy that plays Reacher in the series. And I've been listening to their like kind of testimony as well. And I'm like, rah, this is kind of mad. This is kind of mad still. Let me try and understand what they're about. Morris, yeah, this ain't about football. The podcast channel is never about football, bro. It's general conversations. It's not going to be about football. So if it's football you're looking for, my guy, it's not going to be the right space. But big up to Savage in the building. Hopefully I made sense, Sav, and we can, maybe there's questions and we can break it down and we'll try and figure out some stuff, man.
Yeah, man. So it's good to chop up stuff that ain't just football. I think with the football season back as well, there's a lot more structure to everything around the content space because we know when our team's playing and previews and all that stuff. So, yeah, man. Probably should record this podcast whenever we feel like it. That might be a better name instead of the day after because we're like 2 months after, bro. So maybe whenever we feel like it, podcast might go down a bit better. But yeah, man. Like I said, you put them. You speak. We always like chop it with each other in the WhatsApp group and that. So the man, then we're like full of jokes and all that. But when we ask people how is everyone doing, I actually in the WhatsApp group I actually care how man them are doing on it. So when he said that, I was like, podcast, and then I saw them a message straight after. Said, oh, just open up the back office. But I just feel like our conversations are good, and yeah, man, they share a bit of wisdom to everyone else. Or some people just feel the same or think the same, and they just want someone. They want to hear somebody like-minded. It's not a big deal, but I also think it's a good conversation. So yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, so many questions, man. But big up to Zabiri in the building as well.
Big up Zabiri.
Context. I don't know if you're going to ask for context, but context, I'm probably obviously sure you read what the conversation was in the group. But yeah, I've been trying to ask questions, man. Who's God? What is God? Is God real? You know, listening to different people's testimony. Am I close to God? Am I pretending I know God? Am I pretending to fall in line with certain Christianity, like lifestyles as such, or do I really care? Like, you know, loads of different questions, bro. Loads of different questions. But the one thing I did love was like listening to the testimonies of different actors, different people, general people, near-death experiences, them talking about. And I'm like, you all can't be lying, but at the same time, I got to take things with a pinch of salt because this is the internet, and obviously the internet has created a space where most things don't sound believable unless you experience it yourself. So that's always going to have a shade of skepticism, no matter what the conversation is. Yeah. So for me, just a question of kind of recently, you know, when I asked the question like, "What is my faith? Am I close?" Whatever, and then went on the internet, and then it just pops up. You know, when your phone just listens to you, oh, let me throw this at you, and then from that first video, me just going down the rabbit hole. So something I've kind of like just been internally trying to figure out. I thought I'd bring it to the man and see where you guys are at with this as well, and maybe you guys can shed some light on things, and we can, maybe my understanding can be better as well. We can figure out the answers as we go along with the podcast. But Zabiri, how are you first and foremost, man? Can't hear you, my bro.
Very disappointed in you, bro. But I'll caveat this by saying I've known you a long time now. I'm gonna say a long time because I wouldn't want to serve the time I know you in prison, so it's a long time. This is the first time I've seen you like this, but I'm disappointed because I already gave you the answers you need Friday and yesterday, and you just overlooked it, bro. The only reason why I'm here, bro, because I put a lot of value on this group. I don't need the internet if I have this group, bro. I'm pretty sure Savage feels the same in his own little way. Cav The same. You clearly not. You're still on the internet, bro. You're one of them baddies that have everything at the crib, still shopping, bro. I told you
Sometimes you have
Friday.
to switch
Nah,
up, man. You have
nah,
to
bro.
upgrade
Nah,
yourself.
man. I don't like when people do this, bro. It's actually one of my pet peeves, man. Like, I'm not telling you I'm God, bro, but I have good within me. And bro, Friday me and you talking, bro, and I'm telling you, like, yo, ends. There's days you say you're chilling, but are you really chilling?
Mhm.
You need to actually chill, bro. Got a beautiful.
No, but I
family.
do. I don't know if it's coming across incorrect, but I
No,
do
no, no. I'm
feel-
not. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like the advice I'm giving you is from a good place. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Chill in all aspects. Chill with the brainstorming, bro. I see you up there mad late last night trying to rework Liverpool's formation like your name is on a slot. You're not slot. Just chill, man. Let the manager fix the form. Just chill, bro. Just chill. And then yesterday I asked you the question, bro. I mean, we can bring it to Savage now.
Mm.
Oh, your answer to that question was still.
Mm.
I'm telling you to be still and chill. I've asked you that series of questions, and you even come back with the answer still. But based on you this morning, your mind isn't still. So that's where my disappointment comes from.
I think there's two ways to look at it. Yes, in terms of questioning stuff, yeah, my answer is still, and we'll
your
give
mind
Savage,
still
we'll
though.
give Savage a context so
Mhm.
he understand where we're at. But at the same time, it's still unanswered questions, and I'm sure people can see the description. No one truly knows who God is, so no one's gonna have an answer that you can just take in and go, yeah, that's the answer. So you
Yeah.
still have to go out there and search. There's a
Mm-mm.
reason why man say,
Mm-mm.
you know, in the
That's
Bible,
like you trying to leave the garden, fam. I'm not trying to hear
Nah,
it
you
today,
have
bro.
to, bro. You have to go out
No,
there.
man.
So you don't think about
so
exploring, bro. That's crazy, bro. You have to explore.
No, man. You
I'm
can
Okay.
explore yourself.
We live on let's use this as an analogy or whatever we want to call it. We live on planet Earth. So based on your answer, you think you should just stay in one place and don't go and see the glory and the beautifulness
The
of our
glory.
planet.
Mm.
Bro, the planet is a beautiful place. If you stick in one position, how do you evolve or learn as a person?
Not
You
every
have to
animal
go out there and
migrates.
research
No,
and
ends.
develop, bro.
Ends. Not every animal migrate.
But mostly you find most animals in
The
different
ones that
continents, right?
migrate
Clearly
is
they
for
must have.
survival. Trust me, the ones that migrate is for survival. You see, the ones that don't have everything they need within that ecosystem.
We've
Right
evolved.
there.
past-
Think
We've
about what I'm
evolved.
saying.
We've evolved past that though. It's
No,
survival.
no. Oh, Savage. I'm not trying to talk about who evolved and whatever.
No, because you
Yeah,
said animals in it, but he's
yeah,
talking
no, but what
about-
I'm trying to say, but we're the only ones that's really progressing this way. And no one can convince me this progression is, let's say, I don't really want to go with the movie context, but what I'm trying to say though, if you're born in a place that have everything you need, it's only your mind not being at peace or still that would drive the curiosity to want to see what's beyond. You have everything you need to survive.
How do you know you need everything's there for you?
But think about most people retirement. Most people retirement come with a garden, a farm. Don't really kick about much. You see what I'm trying to say? Because the word in the Bible, content. If you're content, hear me now. Hear me now. Let me cook on this Sunday. Fam.
No, but I want you to because
Bro, if you're content, where you going?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
we're talking
want
about
to
skipping to different things. I'm confused as shit by what you two are saying.
I'm going to get Zabiri to give you the question he asked me yesterday, but
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't want to miss key points in what you're saying, Zabiri. And you're saying, why do we want people want to move if they have everything to survive in a certain? Let's just use a country in general. Let's use the UK. You say you have everything naturally to survive here. You can get all your fruits, you can get all your water, whatever. But that doesn't go for everywhere in the world. Some people have to travel miles.
Yeah, but we can't.
to go and
We can't
get
talk
certain
about.
things, but
We
they
can't
still
talk
live
about
there.
the content.
Why
right?
wouldn't they move if they have everything? In your term, they should just stay there and just
Yeah, no, but ends.
ever.
Speak from the only place in the place of you have everything. You can't have everything and go, rah, man, over there don't have everything, so they're jumping about. Let me go over there and jump about too. If you have everything, you don't need to move, bro.
Yeah, but everything is subjective. But can you give the question so Savage can catch up to where we're at?
Is my question what peeled all the layers back? Because I stripped a lot of layers
Yo,
off.
make someone just invite me in, man. I'm just
answer the question.
Savage on the ringside,
Zabir,
like,
I'll
yo,
clear-
Zach.
Zabir, I'll clear it up. The question you asked had nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
All right, safe. Because I just didn't know, bro. All right, so Savage, basically, you know, I take my mind very seriously. So it popped into my head. Could have been from God, could have been from the internet. I don't know. But describe yourself without any of the worldly influences. So like where you're from, can't talk about that. But you're gonna be describing yourself. Like tell me who you are.
No identification kind of things. None of them things that people identify.
Yeah, but it's kind of more like you can't tell me about where you're from, your race, your religion, what you do for work, your hobbies. And if you think about those type of things, it's just things that were conditioned upbringing, like what you see. So then really and truly it's like who's within you. So it's like describe who's within you, basically. Ends shook me. It was like, yo, still. And I was just like, okay. What I think about the question, I think kind. Like I am kind. And just like I'm a still person. So I'm like, all right, I'm a kind person. That was my answer, Ends, by the way. I didn't give it to you that day, but yeah, when I think it's just kind, bro. Like I'm a kind guy, man. Without anything, it's not even like possession wise, like bro, I'm just naturally kind, bro. Like I just can't be mean to people, bro.
I get it. Now
so that forced brother Ends down the rabbit hole, bro.
No, it didn't, but
it opened the door.
I'm not gonna rub your ego.
It
had nothing to do with your question.
Once you go inside that room,
your ego would not be rubbed today.
Because I saw that when Ends responded with the last few days, and if you asked him that yesterday, he was already doing it. That's why I was confused.
Exactly my point.
You can tell how Ends is thinking, bro. Because if he starts just posting random pictures and that, bro, and it also all seems thoughtful. I know what Ends is doing. That's why I just leave him to it.
Yo, I saw the man post a picture by the beach with the family, and I'm like, nah, the tides are changing.
Different forms of expression, and some people will write stuff, some people will write quotes.
I got my suit ready because the Ends we met early days with the 5 subs, this ain't him. This ain't him. And Ends, I'm proud, by the way, man. Like that's why I told you Friday, like, yo, you know what, my man. I don't know why, but I feel like I needed to tell you, yo, you should chill sometimes. Because you chilling, I see it, man. I see the effects, man. I don't know if it's the yoga thing or the family or what, but you chilling, self-importance, man. You know what I mean?
No, as I said, when it comes, if I tell you I'm chilling, trust me, I am. It's only, if I have questions, I have to ask them. And if I don't come to you guys with questions, I'll just research it myself, and then I'll be like, okay. And sometimes it's one research and the answer is there, and I'm like, all right, cool, fair enough, move on.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's something I'm like this, as I said, didn't it? This ain't something that anyone would have an answer that you could probably just take. Some things, some answers could resonate with you and you understand it a bit better, but no one truly knows the answer. So it's always going to be a question where you're always researching or trying to find out until the day you go, whether he's there or not, the day he comes where you go and meet him. And if that's the case, then you're okay. Now I know who you are.
You know, I'll tell you, man, I don't know if it was a back office or it was one of these campfire type of vibes. I told you, man, like I'll meet somebody random and I'll just tell them like the darkest or the purest form of who I am. I'll just leave it with that person for the day, bro. And what I've realized, I met so many people, bro. Even last week I went to the Gillette Stadium to do a commissioning. And I'm just talking to this random dude, man, running his project over there. And I was telling him about like the little Colombian thing and telling him like, yo, how the Colombian is like, yo, I understand if you have to work late because I know my place. And the dude stopped, bro, put his hand on me like my dad. And he was like, yo, bro, you got a unicorn. You need to go marry that like next month, bro. Like, I don't even care how long you've been talking to her. The fact that she's telling you like, yo, she knows her place and she understands you're working late. How many females ever said that to you? And I was like,
oh, how old is she?
21.
Yes. Yeah, to know that early, she must have, I don't know what a family life's like. But
no, the family is precious. Like, I've kept precious. But, but the way dude just approached me, like, dude, like, I run into a lot of guys, and I don't know what it is, and I'll swing it back to your God question. It's, bro, I don't know what that is, but I know, like, there's human beings that I connect to on a whole nother level. I have grown man shed tears, never even talked to the guy the day before that. talking about how much they wish like their son was like me, and it's not like me boosting up who I am or my character, but in those moments, I'm genuinely thinking good and pure, like connected to people on a whole nother level. And sometimes God comes up, and when God do come up, man, I'm telling you, man, the only thing they tell me is that, yo, same thing Buju Banton said, bro. There's good and evil, man, and I just chose good. So if choosing good means I'm gonna be on the side where God is, that's enough for them. But as far as what God is, how God is, like a lot of people just don't really try to go off to that far, because it's like, bro, good and evil, and I stand on good and I'm with him. That's all I need to know. You know what I mean? Like, that's most of the answers I've gotten. And that's what my grandmother said, bro. Ever since I was like a young tenderoni, 4 or 5, as far back as I can go, man. She just say, yo, do good and good will follow, man. And for me, I just never questioned the top of that good. You know what I mean? Like, to ask, yo, is there a reward for being good? It's like, nah, man, just do good and good will follow. So I don't really go off like, yeah, I got to be closer to God because that's the only way I'm going to get the reward at the end of the rainbow or whatever. I just keep it to the level where I'm at. The level is I'm going to have a choice because they said he gave us free will to choose good or bad. So I'm just going to choose the good.
Who's okay? Let me confirm.
No. Yeah, you can cut it down how you want to cut it down. Ends needs it.
I'm not trying to cut anything down. I'm the person on the panel with a different perspective on it because I know I'm not the God guy at all.
So you don't categorize your actions as good and bad?
No, not in the moment. Maybe in reflection, maybe. There's usually a reason for why I've done something in it, so I'm always aware that someone's gonna see.
No, but Savage, you've always been good to the man them.
Yeah, that's
a
usual.
choice. Yeah, but that's a choice.
That's just me. It's not a choice. That's just me. I mean, I guess it's a choice, but it's just how I am.
Yeah, so if you're a good person, you're just a good person. I can't question you to do bad things.
That's my point. With what Enzo's saying, I'm saying I come from I'm like it because obviously the reason why they call it beliefs. Like when you said that, you said they say, and our question was going to be is who is they in it, because that's. You know what I mean?
No, the they is my grandma and everybody I've met. So it's not like I don't know the they. In my context, it's not like I'm giving you the grandma. I'm like, yo, you know what they said? No, like the they is all the people I've met. I mean, obviously, I've met some people that I've categorized as demons because they just weren't on that good time. You know what I'm saying?
I've been more tolerant towards, not say tolerant, when it comes to like religious talk, or because a lot of people who say I'm not religious, then they say I'm spiritual, and then they say they believe in God, and I'm always just trying to listen. Like, okay, so they're not connected though, and I feel like humans are always trying to find an answer for something because they don't do well at not knowing shit, with like just living with not knowing stuff, which is where God comes in because it helps people and it guides them. So then I've just stopped having arguments with people about. I don't care about debating whether God's real or not, because the whole point is it's called a belief in it. So that's for man them to believe in it. I just come from logic standpoint, and it doesn't really matter what I think if people are living the way they want to live. Because obviously people who believe in God are terrible people as well. Like there's two sides of it. So I just think whatever it is just your brain, innit? That so when everyone else is going, because I'm connected to God, I'm doing this. In my head, I'm just like, it's just your brain, innit? It's just everything you've learned growing up, environmental stuff, things around you, things you've picked up. That just changed into what you was, and it ain't nothing to do with God. It's just how you think, and if you want to be a good person or a bad person. But yeah, man, sometimes I feel like people, brother, I feel like they're giving their own credit away, and like they're always giving their credit to God and that. And I'm like, yeah, but you kind of worked hard for that yourself, bro. Why are you giving it away? You know what I mean? Why is all the glory gone to somebody else that you don't know? And I watched your blood, sweat, and tears put all the effort into something. I watched you go through these like tough times or good times and that, and I'm just like, nah, bro, that's all you, blood. So when people talk about the God thing, even though I don't believe in it, I guess the answer probably is that it's you in it. When En's asking who's God, it's probably you, blood. It just makes it sound arrogant because the way everyone's made the word God seem and that, but because remember the other like mythology and all that, they believe their gods are different. There's gods in it. some people have a god. Some in other religions they have gods. In others they're like a god for each separate thing, like in Greek mythology and Roman, all of that. And then yeah, it's just one of those, bro. So interesting, man.
No, I've got some questions as well. I thought to kind of steer the conversation down different directions. One of them as well is who is God personally to you? So that was one of the questions I originally thought of. Like, who is actually, like, personally, who is he to me? Do I believe wholeheartedly in there is a person that created everything? I do believe there is a creator somewhere, but I don't know if that contrasts or depicts into the word God, because things are too well knitted together just to be a coincidence. And I know we live in a world where coincidences can happen. It could be you're thinking about a certain color and you just see the color whole day. But just in general, just looking about how everything is kind of knitted together, and I don't know the percentage of the chance of everything working together. There's a rock that is covered that week. You know, there's air on the planet. There's trees. There's things that allows you to be able to survive in this habitat. Like the chances of that happening, and why is there? And in general, some people believe in aliens, some don't. In general, but then you're like, so why is that chance only us? Why is that not a chance that somewhere else in the galaxy, if we believe in that there is another planet with different people on there as well? So someone had to have knitted something together, bro. Like, it can't just be such a coincidence. So I don't know. Do people, for me personally, if good things happen, you go, oh, thank God for that happening, or if bad things happening, you'd blame the devil for it or whatever it is. But also it's down to your choices as well. So if I made a choice to go down this road at this time in this area, I can't then decide to, oh, no, it's God's fault that, you know what I mean? Nah, I knew what would potentially take place if I decide this path. Or I can go, do you know what? Today I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to go this way, or I might take a cat, or whatever it may be, to change the course of what could potentially happen. But I feel like I do believe what you're saying as well, Sav, in terms of people do give away their glory. But at the same time, I bring it back to, like, maybe these things wouldn't have happened if God weren't there in it to open up certain doors. And maybe we look at it subjectively and go, well, technically I opened the doors because I sent the emails. I was the one who had the conversations, the phone calls, the webinars, whatever, to open up those particular doors. But sometimes it could just be something weird. Like, I'll give you an example. Me and Sav, we were talking about like branding, right? Oh yeah, need them. And I was like, yeah, do you know what, bruv? That would be great, you know, I could easily go, oh yeah, it's down to the hard work that they contacted me and I decided to get that. Or it could be like, oh, I did pray the night before and said, yeah, that's my next target, that's my next goal. I'd love those kind of doors to open. Then I receive. So there's two ways I could go, yeah, it is down to my hard work. Or was it because I asked for it, the next day I got it? I don't know. And I'm not saying everyone gets everything they pray for, because I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that pray on a day-to-day to get stuff, never get it. But it's always a coincidence, and I don't know which side to go. Oh yeah, it is my hard work, but also, so that's where I'm like, what? And then the question is like, what's my you know, how is God technically personal to me? How do I see him?
Yeah,
it's a tough one, bro. That's why I said I don't know, bro. It's one of the difficult things, bro, because I'm not gonna pretend I know, and I'm not gonna go on like I know. And
I hear it, and you're still gonna leave the stream not knowing.
Yeah, nah. He might know, man. Bro, you're blessed, man.
Bro, I promise you.
You're blessed. You know what it is, bro? I've never seen a man or woman in a unfortunate scenario with this way of thinking. It's usually when you look around and just good coming your way, you're like, yo, is it the hard work, like Savage said, giving away the glory in that, or is some divine entity really touching you and blessing you? I don't know at what point of all of the good, blessed stuff happening to you, you start to notice that, bro. But for me in my life, man, bro, strangers, bro. That's why I tell people I can't leave this job. It makes me meet so many people, and all of these people shape my future, bro. Like in ways I can't even try to understand. Like, I'm not gonna chase down the guy who convinced me to do what he didn't even convince me. Man just said, bro, with your brains, do this. I didn't even question it. because the guy came around and was just genuinely good. I mean, he was a messed up guy. I think he had married 4 kids and used to use me as an excuse to go cheat. So I'm just trying to show you, like, his character wasn't the best, but the way he dealt with me was good. So I trusted that. So when people deal with me good, bro, I just trusted. And those advice and decisions, I just put 100% in them, and that's where I am today. Like, I didn't even want to be in the States. Dad basically kidnapped me, bro. I was like, nah, man, just stay here for 2 years, and then you can make the decision. After 2 years, bro, I was like, yeah, nah, this is it. But from then on, bro, it's just strangers, meeting people in Kenya, Afghanistan, Dubai, just random people having a 5-minute conversation, and that 5-minute conversation changed a trajectory or like a branch timeline. Like, I was destined to go down this path, but then I met this one person, have a 10-minute conversation in a barbershop with some random dude from Nepal, and then all of a sudden I'm coming back going on a whole different path, bro. I can't call them people angel. It was just a barber, bro, telling me about how sad his life was, cutting on my hair, and just like, man, you know what, man, I feel like I should tell you this, you know. Told me right then and there, bro. I now come back to America with a whole different path and plan, bro. I'm in some redneck incest, yeah, some redneck incest town, bro, just getting gems and jewels, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not questioning why I'm there, because the reason why I'm there is generators. But why am I meeting this guy and he's telling me this thing? Bro, I can't even say God or angel or nothing, bro. So I'm just like, yo, is this what humans are, bro? I'm pretty sure that dude is a messed up dude in some way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure you might have some sort of past that you're like, you know what, let's leave that in the past. But when I go around people and they deal with me good, bro, like, I just leave it at that and keep it pushing, bro. Like, I could get all of those advice and still ignore them. All of them and ignore them. I couldn't tell you where I'd be right now. And I've had high moments and low moments. And I just kind of just take it all in the human experience, bro.
Let me ask you this question then, because obviously I answered the last one. I'll get you guys to answer this one. Does God exist, or is God an idea created by humans?
It's not for me to know, bro.
It's the second one, I think.
Yeah, it's not for me to know. I used to think it was the second one, but I'm a human being. I can't fly. So don't ask me about the sky. You can ask me about the land. You can ask me about the water. I'll tell you what water is, how important it is, but I'll tell you I'm not going in the deep end. So, like, I know I'm a human being, and I know the limitations of human being. Yeah, we've made machines and things to take us beyond our limitations, but I'm a guy, I try to understand what my actual limitation is. Like, can I fight a bear with no weapon? No, I cannot. I'm a human being. So I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I can take on anything because I got all these guns. No, I understand my limitation as a human being, bro, and I move within those limitations at times. So when you ask me about God, an entity that can create bioactive terrarium and setups in that, I don't know, and I take pride in not knowing. Some things you should not know. You know what I mean? The greatest thing for you to free your mind is just understand that, bro. With all this information we're probably dropping right now, and you leaving still not knowing, that's okay. That is okay, my guy. Not knowing is okay.
As I said, no one knows, innit? So,
bro,
even with all the advice, no one knows.
No hunters in the trees, fam. And that is okay. He's still munching grass, going about his day, bro. An arrow might pierce his heart or miss him. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? I don't think animals die wondering why the creator made him a prey, bro. They're not a predator. It's like, bro, there's some things, just understand where it falls in, man. You know what I mean? And just know your place. And if your place is, you know, family, provider, wherever you're right in life right now, that's your place, bro. What are you trying to do? Transcend that?
Deeper meanings, innit? Deeper
What are you trying to do, bro? What are you trying to do, man? Fly
and
close to the sun?
Unlock other levels, bro. They're not.
Nah, it's calm. I hear it, man. I hear it.
You can
but have you mastered where you're at, though?
I would say I do a great job at what I do.
No, you do a good job. Have you mastered it, man?
Yeah, but there's no one can I don't think you can master life. I think you can understand life, but you can't master it, because there's things that's always obstacles that's gonna just drop in your way without you even expecting it. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's why I've always stood by and Savage is on the same page. I'm sure I don't care about materialistic stuff. And when I say it, sometimes people are like, "Well, I get it," because that's where they're at in their path and their journey is where they care about these things. I've had things, I've had cars, I've had nice things, I've had stuff. But the things that are important to me now ain't materialistic stuff. On a side of that though, I'm not gonna say it's not important to my family in terms of their journey. So for my kids, for an example, they're not Zen mode. They're not in that. They do understand that they don't care about materialistic stuff. But if you ask them and go, "Oh, would you like this?" They're not gonna go, "Nah." They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, cool, no problem." So they're not on my journey at the moment. So I still know I need to provide certain things for them. But in general, I don't care about these things, bro. I don't care about if my car costs this or my home costs that, or I have this amount of money. I know it's necessary based on how you need for life and stuff, and I know what you kind of need to kind of navigate these things. But yeah, it's just, I think like right now the world is consumed of the greed in it, of wanting more and more and more and more. But the people at the top that has all the things that we're saying we need, they're telling you openly, bro, you get here, and that's not going to make you happy, bro. I've heard Denzel say it. I've heard Jim Carrey say it. I've heard top people in their field say it and say they don't like. They're like,
it's very hard to believe them. That's why I understand why people don't believe them. I'm with you, bro. Like I can learn from people and go, you know what, man. I've done that on a smaller level, and the same thing happened. So doing it on a big, like I've been, lump sum of money come out of nowhere. Well, it came out somewhere, but and I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick, and I was like, yeah, I feel the same as I did yesterday. when I did whatever move I did, bro, I just feel the same as I did yesterday, and you realize very quickly that I just wanted to be safe and have some security, bro. The rest of it is excess, bro. That's why they feel like that. But because they are in the less than 1%, then that means the rest of the world are gonna look at them like, well, that's easy for you to say. You don't know what, yeah, I get it, but that's why people get there and they turn crazy, bro, because they're like, yo, I've built my whole life to get to this, and nothing's changed, bro. It didn't get me the woman that I wanted, the family that I wanted. It didn't do any of that, bro. It might put you in a spot to meet people, but it didn't change any of that stuff. And that's what I said, man. Like, that's why I like having conversation with people that don't get offended, because I don't care about enough to get offended by certain things, bro. So when you ask that question, do you think that God's the idea made by people? I'm like, yeah, like it, and it feels very obvious to me that it's made by people, but it's fine. But everyone gets offended when I say that. I'm like, no, it's fine, bro. Like, there's loads of things that are man-made and everyone enjoys them. So how can we say that God is? People get offended. You want something to believe in. It helps you, guide you through your life, and it's a belief for a reason. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why it's called belief and not logic. And there's all these different ideas. No one has the same idea of what the thing is. Yeah, I mean, when people do an experiment and something's a fact, there's not loads of different ideas of what it is. We can all do the experiment, me, you, and Zabiri, and come up with the same thing. When it's God, no one ever comes up with the same thing. So it's like, okay, it's fine. It's probably used at a certain point in the past to do something, either control people, not in a bad way. It might have just kept people together, kept people prosperous, kept people having faith that they were going to get out of a bad situation. And it almost a lot like a morale builder in it. Whether it worked in the end, you know what I mean? Somebody probably went to war and it was like, yo, remember, God wants us to do this, we're doing this for blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like, yeah, we'll go to war. They probably all died in the end, but guess what? More time when they were dying, they weren't that worried anymore, because I'm going to be taken care of. So and you know what I mean? I always do that with my nan. Is a very religious woman, and she goes to Sunday school and church, and she helped out in church for free and that. I think I'm going to go to my nan. She knows how I feel. Like, I'm going to go to her, like, I don't know what you're doing this foolishness for. It's not real. If you see how happy she looks, I would never. I don't need to disturb that, bruv. Just because I'm gonna say Jesus to me a few times. Say it if it makes you happy. When my Muslim brethren message me on Eid and say happy Eid to me, I'm like, bruv. Before I used to be like, what you saying happy Eid to me for, bro? I'm not. Nah, bruv. That's their enjoyment, isn't it? That's what they believe, and in their head they're blessing me. And I guess either way, whether it's real or not, you are blessing me in some way because you're giving me Yeah, I mean, for you, you think you're giving me good energy. You want to let me know you're thinking of me on that day. And it's the same with other people. When you say Merry Christmas to people, I know damn well Bear Man don't believe in Christmas, innit? That's why I don't need that speech from Mandem all the time. All the Mandem always want to oh, it's just a holiday, but it ain't even about Jesus Christ. You get me, the pagans, the blah blah. Brother, why you telling me against what-
Wait, bro, I'm slow, bro. You're telling me you're Muslim man, it's okay for him to think about you, but you, man in America can't ponder about the man.
I see, you said it wrong, bro. I don't, the telling me you're pondering about me random is mad still. I'm just saying, like, you get me?
On a special day, man, sending you
yeah.
pondering, bro.
That pondering thing again, bro. Don't ever tell me you're pondering me again. Bro. All I'm saying,
bro,
Just
why
pondering.
man moving like the vocab is limited, bro?
I'm just saying, bro.
You know what the word pondering means, bro?
Of course I know, bro. Of course I know.
Overly thinking of someone else, but I'm just saying, even though man not overthinking because they're just thinking about you on a specific day.
Yeah, it's
To
yeah.
do with something religious.
Nah,
that's
bro,
what you're
bro,
saying,
I ponder
unless
the
you just
man
like,
them all
oh,
the
just
time,
ponder
bro. So you just want man to think about you one time a year in that, bro.
No, I'm just saying, man. But that's
Man
how
can't think about the man them every day.
I feel like if people are guided by what they believe is God, yeah, do your thing, innit? I don't particularly care either way.
I do
We do like the fact that
agree with
probably
you too, you know,
makes some
Savage.
people be a good people, but my problem's always gonna be, and I'm never gonna be able to get away from it. Is why I don't believe in God. Is there's a whole opposite side of it, and for me, it's like I'm not having man them picking and choosing and telling me you've just accepted all the good stuff when there's a whole bad side to it, and for everything that somebody does and tells me, yo, it's by the grace of God that I got this. And I'm just like, nah, bro, I saw you put the work in. I've seen Ends do all the stuff behind the scenes. If Ends tells me God did it, I'm gonna tell him the same thing. It was you, dude. It was you, bro. Because it's like, nah, bro, because I got all these good things and I've done this for my kids and that. And I'm like, yeah, bro, but also I know this geezer who's trying to do all the same stuff and he's fucked, bro. And it's the same God. And I'm like, so why is he just picking on man? But why is he a bully, bro? Like, I don't. Why is he doing that for? Because even when people believe in the devil, with that, but I don't. But when people like, yeah, but it's the same. Ain't it the same God who created my man as well, bro? So,
Yeah, he was an angel, weren't he? But Sav, leading into that, because I want you to stay on that topic, exactly where you're thinking. The next question is if God's real, why does suffering exist?
yeah, exactly. That's where I I tapped out early, bro, when I was a kid. You know what I mean? After a couple of christenings and a bit of hard bread and coleslaw and that, bro, I said, no. I'm here for the enjoyment and the singing and all that business, but nah, man. You know what I mean? I've been through too much. Is basically what I'm saying, isn't it? Like even when I was younger, I just used to think outside the box, and I just went with whatever my parents said because I had to. And once I got old enough, and I started to go through certain things, I seen certain man them only putting positivity into the world, getting licked down, bro, in front of my face. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't do that. And then when I go to man's funeral, the pastor is telling me about God again, bro, and telling me that my bridge is in a better place. How do you know, bro? He was happy where he was. This is the happiest I don't know.
That's where the faith comes in it, because I think because faith is blind love, you'd say in it, because you're and that's the way I view it. It's blind love, it's a blind understanding. You don't really know, but you have faith that it's actually true. So for an example, if we go down the rabbit hole of, and which I was listening to a few of the guys talking about God and their experience and their testimony, as they would put it. And some people are like, yo, we've seen hell. Some people are saying they've seen heaven. And they're like, yo, if this is heaven, this is where I want to be. So it all depends on, if you look at this existence, right? And you go, this is the end all and be all of this existence, this current moment in time. Then you'd be like, I can make of it what I want. But if you know that there is a beyond this, and that's eternity, this is only a short space and that is eternity, then you'd be like, maybe I should care about what I do here because I want to go to that place instead of that place, if that's what the belief is. So when I'll take it back to like the blind love and blind belief, it's one of those things, innit? If you truly wholeheartedly believe that there's a heaven and hell, then you're gonna just lead your life down this, whether it's true or not, but you really believe eternity is, I want to be there and I want to enjoy this, instead of being in the depths of there with the fire and the brimstone and all of these kind of things that a lot of people, when they come back from near-death experience, they say, which, as I said earlier on in the stream, take it with a pinch of salt because I don't know.
Mhm.
We just listen to what they say, and I believe there's some truth in it, but I also like, let me just hear what you're saying. Let me see if I can dissect. But that's how the world has treated us now, innit? We're skeptical over everything now. Before you could take someone's word for it, now it's I don't really know, man. Don't sound believable there.
I know.
So that's kind of where I'm at the moment with the suffering, the question suffering.
Nah,
That's one thing
I
I
don't like
would-
that question, bro. I don't like. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't like that.
But
that
this
question.
is where we have to have open discussions, bro, because everything
Nah,
can't be on one
because
side.
nah, because I rate you, man, on a whole nother level, and I don't know if it's just because the life thing is in the top right corner or whatever it's at on your screen. What entertaining these questions, bro? It's so schoolboy to me. Because, like, bro, I grew up in the church, and it's not like I'm above anything, but I definitely have understanding. I was definitely gonna like fully commit. I mean, and my grandmother stopped me and was like, "Yo, find it outside of this one church. Like, don't just grew up in this church and then settle in this church, and you don't really know what life is beyond this church." I was like, "All right, calm, bro." There's parts of the Bible that people try to dissect, cut, like. You can't say if God is real, then why there's suffering. Bro, all of that falls upon the free will. If I give you free will or God gives you free will and you take that free will to go torture an entire country, those people in there can't go, yo, God, if you're real, why you let my man come and torture me? Like, God give everyone's free will. Like, that's what I understand. Like, free will is yours to do whatever you want to do with it. Just like my man, the angel. Like, man is just saying, yo, I made this, I'm letting it run its course. You get extinct, that's a byproduct of a decision up top there. Like, that's how the whole thing is designed and orchestrated. So you can't go, yo, why am I doing so much good and bad things happen to me? It's a byproduct beyond you. That's why I said the island is limited.
Yeah, but why
You
can't
can be rich. You can be rich on the island and run out of resources. And you're going to go, God, how can I have all this money on this island and run out of resources? Bro, that's why birds migrate. You see what I'm trying to say? Yo, God, while I'm on the island, I'm getting bombarded with hurricanes all the time. That's why animals migrate. You know when hurricane season is. So for you to still stand there and talk about God got me.
Yeah,
Yeah, got you to a point.
That makes points, but some birds can't fly, birds. What you mean?
And then no. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But check this. But check this. I think it was Cat Williams or one of them comedians make the joke about chicken. Like, bro, God knows we can't catch all the birds in the sky. So he made some that can't fly. There you go. Eat them ones. You see what I'm trying to say, bro?
Man made them limited so we could catch them.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro. Man knows, bro. So, like, when people say, yo, there's God, why is there war and suffering? Because he gave all of us free will. And guess what? Some people take that free will ends from the worst conditions and claw their way to the top, whether good or bad. And when they get to the top, man's just on fuckery, bro. You see what I'm trying to say? And innocent people just feel the brunt of that. Now, all of those innocent people can't go, yo, if God love me, then like, if it's your time, like people always say, if it's your time, it's just your time. How do you not know that's just your time and God just need to bring you back in?
For what?
Like, you know what? Your energy is being wasted. I don't really know. This is the part that I'd really like to. Yeah, this is the part where I'd really like to dive into, because you know what's beautiful? We all got blood pumping through all of our hearts. But yet still the skin color is different, yeah? We all have the same energy that does the same motor control function. Some people are limited, call them handicapped in that. But what happens when we die, bro? What happens to the so-called soul or the energy? It goes back to the earth, it blows away in the wind. What really happened to that? That's the part I'm more leaning into. Don't tell me that goes to heaven. I know the flesh is limited. You know what I'm trying to say? G came out and confessed yesterday. His mind was saying he's a professional soccer player. Cruyff turned. Body was like, no, fam, you're a mid-aged man. You see what I'm trying to say? So the flesh is limited. I try not to get too much temptations from the flesh, but I don't care why people are suffering, fam. Because I'm pretty sure at one point, I'm not, bro. I don't care about your suffering.
No, I do.
Bro.
That's why I don't believe in God. That's what I'm saying.
You care about everyone suffering and pain, bro.
No, but
I don't like to see it, man.
I don't know everyone to care about every single person in it. But if I see suffering, bro, I don't like it.
So you turn the news on and you see bomb drop in the Middle East. You're like, oh my God.
Don't watch it.
And that's ends about my algorithm. I told him, bro, I purposely look at just fun things, bro, so I don't have to see anything. Because I can't do nothing about it, bro.
Bro, I've been to war twice, bro. I can't do nothing about that, bro. And that's why for me, I live the way I live out here. If something to happen to me out here,
Because like
all I can tell myself and tell the people is I try to put myself in a position to where if a fight is needed, I can put up the fight. If a lecture is needed, I'm educated enough to put up the lecture. Like I give myself the tools and the preparation needed for most scenarios.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, when the aliens touch down, I'm gonna be throwing everything I have, bro. Everything, bro. I'm gonna be pulling out languages I don't even know I've mastered yet, but all weapons that might not do anything, bro. Like all I can do is prepare, and you can only be prepared for so many different scenarios. God sent some angels and some demons this way, bro. I'm not sure if my manly weapons can touch them, but bro, I'm prepared for damn near anything.
He's got it. Okay, I don't know. I'm actually asking this question. He's not supposed to just be the god of Earth.
No, he's the master of creation, not just Earth. So wherever else is out there, that's his, isn't it?
So why man bothered about aliens? And if he would have created them if they're real.
Bro, all I'm saying is we act like we're the apex predator, fam. I'm pretty sure there's a creature out there floating in the stars just waiting to come up on this little colony. Like, a colony of Krillins in the sea, bro.
Our best thing is our brain, innit? That's the best thing about humans is our brain, innit? Without that.
Yeah, bro. So I'm just saying, bro, we could just be in a part that human eating big creature just haven't stumbled upon. Like, yo, it's the feeding ground over there. And I go over there, man. We don't know, bro.
I think I truly believe the not knowing, the fact that humans struggle so much with just not knowing everything is the reason now more than before. I think I can see a reason for why people believed in God a while back, but now with more knowledge of different things, I'm like, it's just people that they can't compute it, because as soon as if I have a conversation with someone and we're talking maths and science or something like that, as soon as I get to the point where I just say in science I just don't know, or human type, because I don't say we because I'm not the scientist in it, but they haven't discovered that thing yet, or they just don't know. As soon as I say that I know what the other person's going to say. Yeah, because that's God. No, you just leave it. You don't. Why are you trying to find you're just trying to find the answer to put the end of something. It's always, and the answer's always going to be someone's going to say. Yeah,
it's almost like a limiter, isn't it? The minute your mind like ends right now, mine's neurons are firing, and at the end of every neuron, no matter where they go, which direction, mine's just running into. Oh, this is the end of the earth, so this is where God stops. You know what I mean? Like, this is the 6th day then, because they say He stopped building on the 6th day. So you're like, this was okay. I've made it to the 6th day. I think that's what it was always intended for. Like when you said savage, you believe it was just meant to control. Yeah, because if you don't have the period at the end of the sentence, bro, that means it just kept going.
Yeah,
think a bunch of commas in that. Like you need to at least
think of if you're
peace mentally to be content, and that's why.
Because remember before, when I say 1,000 years ago, we're talking the prime Egyptian times. There was no Bible yet, and they had a different God that they believed in. So it just transitioned over to somebody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? So back then, telling them that if you do this, this will come for you in whatever life, and if you do this, you'll struggle. The man are like, maybe we should try lift them sand blocks and build that pyramid then, Carl.
One for you. Nah, Savage, I got one for you. We're reading the Bible, and I've never seen the word BC in there. I don't think I've seen BC in there. But anyway, you said before COVID, after COVID.
Yeah.
I think that's what BC always stood for, because COVID been here as long as we've been here.
Yeah, maybe.
No, definitely. It's not a new thing. It's just evolved, bro. The flu always been here. Always been here. As long as we've been here, it's been here. I feel like, man, I'm just twisted up talking about before Christ, after Christ, bro. Nah, bro, we're smarter than that, man. It was before COVID back then, bro. Because we've never had another one of that since like 2019, 2020, bro.
Well, even making the date BC and after that's another form of control, isn't it?
You see what I'm trying to say? Because they could have actually reset the time in 2020 and go, we're going back to 1.
It might have been reset when we won't be here anymore. So in 1,000 years, when man are looking back.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, bro.
They start resetting it, but you say just Yeah, it's crazy. But listen, I've got a few more as well. So this one, it says, have you ever had any experiences that made you feel God's presence?
No.
And as I said, God, it depends on what does God mean to you? How do you portray God? So that experience would probably portray what you was thinking.
Nah, I don't. I've never had it, man.
I'll say in reverse, bro. I've definitely felt dark forces, bro. A few nightclubs out in Dubai. Yeah, bro. I've seen some things. I didn't necessarily feel God, but I left the situation going, I'm probably covered by God to make it out of that one, bro. I don't even remember how I ended up into that specific spot. Bro, man was selling gal in there, bro. And I'm not talking about no prostitution. I'm talking about
Trafficking.
bro. Man was like, yeah, 12,000, never been touched, 6 languages, blah 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 blah. Like that level, bro. Like,
What's this?
Bro,
Liam Neeson,
bro. And I just remember looking around,
Taken
going,
too.
but bro, I was just remember looking around and going, 2 thoughts first and foremost. God damn, why didn't I have 15 grand? But then the second thought really hit me. No, bro, I'm being honest. And the well groomed. I'm not selling it. I'm just saying the situation just raised for that specific purpose to be sold at that specific price, bro. And then the second thought hit me, and I was like, yo, this is someone's daughter, sister that got snatched as a baby, and it's just raised like this. And then I start looking around the room, bro, and I was just like, yo, nah, there's no good in this room other than whatever character is left in that little girl. No, not little, but, obviously they're a woman at that point. But I was just like, how did I end up here, bro? So I started questioning my life choices, because that's just a stopping point to my destination. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go grab a few beer. So my desire for beer led me there. And I was like, oh, bro, the temptation was mad, bro. I felt dark forces in that room, bro. Dark forces, man. Jesus Christ. Now, I've been into some places where it's just dark, bro. And that's why I say, you know what, man, I'll stay in the dark, man, because I can see the light a lot easier. When you're in the light, bro, you can't see all the moving pieces in the dark, bro. And there's some moving pieces, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I'm probably closer to you. I've never had any experience thinking, oh yeah, God must be real. It's just the opposite. I've seen dark shit, and I'm just like, brother, I don't know what. I've looked at man after certain things and gone, brother, I don't know why you praying, bro. Because done, bro. I don't know. You get me? I'm just looking at man like, I don't know what you're doing, bro. But could you not just see what just happened, bro?
Yeah.
But you get me? And I think, yeah, man, it's half autistic brain, but because when people fill in gaps with God, which is what is so prominent, when people do that, I fill in the gap with logic and then I can't help it. So when you're in a car crash and they're like, oh, brother, I don't know how I got out of that without, and I'm looking at you like, well, I do, bro, because the airbag did this, your seatbelt did that, and you moved your head out the way, bro. But they're on some, but someone, there's a train accident. How did he leave unscathed? These tiny shoelaces when the train crashed, bro.
You know what's crazy?
But what is that thing to make? Do you know? And that's the question, though. So it always leaves more questions than answers.
No,
like,
that's why they put God there to stop the question.
You're right, bro. You're right.
Well, you're doing what I said, bro. You want an answer to why he tied his shoelaces, but his shoelaces.
Yeah. What I'm saying. And I bring it back to what I initially said. I said things are too well knitted together not to have a creator. So what I'm saying is, even though in that moment in time, something happened in your timeline that your shoelace needed tying there.
And the problem is, the over 199 people on the train died, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, how comes their shoelace didn't need in that moment? Like, if you did the maths, we're just walking around. So 1 in 100 shoelaces get undone.
So God chose one out of. He chose one out of.
I'm not saying it's about the choice. I'm just talking about. I'm not even bringing it back to that. I'm just saying
it's not a real train accident.
Something happened in your timeline that just came to this moment where this needed to happen because it wasn't your time. It's not trying to.
Does that mean
Yeah,
that you're one of those like everything happens for a reason people? Though?
Yeah.
No,
don't
not
do that,
really.
man.
No.
Isn't that what it is? If you tie your shoelaces, the train crashes and then you stay alive. That is everything happens for a reason. If you say
No, I think it's more not your time than everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't say I fully believe in that. I'm saying I partly agree to an extent, but I'm not fully going, that is the one. I just think, like,
Okay,
why
here's
you?
the question
Like, how
for both
did you? Like, out of everyone, you're the guy.
Here's a question for both years, and obviously you can't answer it.
Like the guy in India the other day,
If you're not in
the
the
only one that
situation.
apparently survived
Yeah,
the
yeah,
plane.
yeah.
Just
I did a
walked
bit
out
of
with
a video on
scratches.
it, innit?
No, but I've been somewhat close.
Let me ask you both this question. Obviously, you can't put yourself 100% in the mindset. You probably won't want to, with it. The same. Remember, the train thing's not real, bro. I just used it because I was thinking of Unbreakable, bro. But same thing happens. You tie your shoelaces, and you both got kids, and one of your kids are next to you, bro, and you still leave. Man, I still believe that God saved you, bro. And I just let my kid die.
I think the initial emotion of obviously being a family member, you wouldn't, but then you'll be like, there must be a greater good for the. I'm just saying. I'm thinking on the mindset what others would think. Maybe there's a greater good for this.
Not others used to.
Emotion. Yeah, question like, why would you take my kids?
The initial emotion of your kid, you losing your kid is the sad.
I'm a bit more.
When time goes on, a man are gonna be looking back like, yo, I was here for a great purpose, bro. And you just
I think for me,
if the process doesn't like say for it, you just carry on and you just become a drunk and you just whatever, then I'll be like, bruv, like, come on. But if I don't know, for an example, you end up going into a different field and end up saving maybe 1,000 more people, whatever it may be, then I'll be like, maybe, I don't know, and that's still mad because you're basically losing one to save 1 million, and then you have to digest that how you digest it. But if you go past that and you go, well, I didn't die that day, but I've been able in the last 10 years, I've been able to save 1,000 people because of whatever job you want to put it down to. Or
you end up depressed and then scrub for the rest.
And that's what I'm saying. If you go down that way, then I'm like, that don't make sense. But then if you go the opposite way, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
And maybe there's a reason. But obviously, I don't know innit. At that time, I'd have been mad as shit. Though, I'll be mad as shit. But if later down in life, and then for some reason that drawed me to go into certain charities, and that charity allowed me to then save 1,000 because of that moment, because maybe like when I'll give you a prime example, with like knife crime and stuff like that, we get that a lot in like England, right? And then there'll be a mum that loses a child to knife crime, but then they started, I can't remember the lady's name, she started a mad charity and they've been taking like knives off the street. You don't know, quantify how many kids really, because of that happening to her child, then she's done this charity and now they're taking knives off kids. You don't quantify how many kids probably been saved since then.
That makes sense. That's what
or she could have gone down the route of like depression, drinking, and then you know what I mean.
It does make sense what you're saying, and obviously like there's no proper answer to it. I just think that I just feel like every time when I speak to people, and I'm actually glad because I'd rather people be positive. I think it's people think different, but humans are so bad at like probability. They're like they're terrible at it, bro.
Yeah.
And when it suits them, they will always look on the bright side about something, and it'll cut off the whole other dark side of what's going on. And then when you do the maths on it, I'm like, yeah, but you said that, not you, but I'm like, this person said this, and I'm like, there's an opposite side to that. And even if you take it something, let's not use something that's extreme. Let's use something somebody will call good luck, or this good thing happened to me, and then like I had a feeling in my bones, it felt great. It was God because I just knew today this was gonna be the whatever, and I'm like. Yeah, I hear all of that, bro. But the probability of you're one in however many, and that means there's all the other side that didn't get the same grace as you, bro. So why you, bro? Why you're not that special?
Maybe you believe more than the other person. And I get what you mean though, because there's always a reason. People always find the reason, and I know I'm kind of doing exactly what you're saying. But it feels like there's always like maybe you're more of a believer than the other person. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Not like as I said earlier, I don't think no one has an answer to this, bro.
I think if you have to take away the early years because it's probably gonna get yammed by an animal, bro. I think if you dropped off some kids in a forest and they just raised themselves with no other humans around,
right?
None of them would believe in God. They wouldn't
That's
get
true.
to an age and just go, you know what, God. They would
But then-
just find their surroundings and try and live through it. And
Sam,
die.
I was looking at, because I thought maybe that question might have come up, yeah. So I asked obviously ChatGPT to say like, when was the first ever religion on planet Earth?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I'm only asking the AI. Maybe AI can answer it. And it was like 4,000 BCE, and they were saying the Neanderthals were burying their dead because they believed that there was an afterlife. I don't know how true that is. So I'm not gonna say I know, but that answers the question. Like they were probably like the first ever humans to be on the planet, right? But they still had a sense of something. Why bury your dead? Why not just leave them there? Because technically you shouldn't believe in nothing because there was no religion at that moment in time. It was just you just evolving into whatever you're evolving into obviously human beings and whatever. But yeah, they were just saying, yeah, bro, it's mad.
Some people used to believe that the sun was God, innit?
Yeah.
That makes more sense to me than people believing there's a man somewhere. Because the sun is literally, you can
Gives
see
life
it,
there. Yeah.
you can feel it on your skin. Obviously at the time you won't know it's vitamins giving you because you don't know the stuff about it. But you know, this is making that grow. That what grows can either medicate me in some way, or feed me in some way, or feed me and feed the animal in some way, and I can use that animal strength, and I can keep the circle of life, whatever the technical circle of life is going. That makes more sense to me.
So why does the sun destroy?
They wouldn't have known that.
No, I'm saying that they do know. Sun can decimate your crops, bro.
I'm saying they wouldn't have known that. We're talking when Enz just mentioned. Further on, they're not. He said Neanderthal.
No, I'm talking about the sun that you just mentioned.
No, I'm not. I said there was people who believed it, but he said Neanderthals. I'm saying.
Oh, I do believe in the sun. I
No,
told
yeah,
you.
I'm saying
one
back
of
then.
them sun people.
Back then, the Neanderthals, if they weren't staying in one spot, which they were migrating, they won't know that it destroys their crops because they don't have their crops in it. They're going out and hunting for stuff all the time. Then it's not their own farm they've got around them, and it's like, oh my god, we planted potatoes and this has happened. We did
No,
this
some of them stay behind.
at the earliest time. No,
Bro, it wasn't 20 men just moving around because like I said, at some point, the man them stumble upon a place and for them, they're like, I can be content here. And check this out. When they stay there, they could probably live there 5-10 years and something will rub them out. Like an animal come and prey upon them, or the crops that they was growing in the summertime and life was vibesy. When winter hit them there, they're like, "Rah, we should have left the group. We should not stay there." You see what I'm trying to say? And that's how you find people all over the world. Yeah, there's a core that was just moving, but everywhere they go, bro, one or two be like, "Yo, this is it for me, man. I'm gonna shock up right here.
I'm just
I'm
saying
gonna
that
hold it down right here."
there's gonna be a point where the first humans are not staying still. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it never happened. I'm just saying there's gonna be.
Yeah,
a
but
point
I'm just saying, like, eventually that's how it is, and that's what I was trying to tell Ends, like, so to the earlier point of Ends thing, when I was telling him, like, bro, it's just you have to be content. At some point, you have to reach a mental understanding of, yep, this is it. And to your point, Savage, the control, yeah, it's to an extent, but you have to determine when you want to put that layer of control in there. Because, like, for me, and saying, yo, you don't care about vanity. Okay, he's reached that layer where, yeah, you don't really need to chase that anymore. I've always been there. Like I said, bro, I'm on one of the sun guys, man. Like,
But then
that.
But if you say that you have to get to a level of content, that would suggest that you have a better understanding than most people on the planet. That means
Not
your knowledge.
necessarily. No, not necessarily.
Yeah,
because if you're gonna think that way, Ends, you're gonna do one
no.
of the
Because
things
if you're
that-
satisfied, no. But I'm saying is if you're satisfied with the knowledge you have and you think that's it, then that is suggests a level of like you don't want to evolve anymore. That's
Yeah,
what
but
the
you-
suggestion
We're
would
talking
be.
about knowledge.
what I disagree with is when you're
Okay,
saying I have a better understanding than most people. I mean, I'm judging most people. My job isn't to
That
judge.
would
it's
be
just
it,
to
though.
teach. No. If for you on the outside, if that's how you see it, cool.
No, but that's what it
But
is,
for
bro.
me-
You're saying
No. That's not for
That's
me
what
to
it
call.
is.
It does sound like it because when you were telling Enz that he wasn't chilling, that's you judging him on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No. I was trying to teach him.
It's
But
still judgment.
if he's
No.
telling you that-
No. You can teach without judge.
But
That's
that's
if
not
I'm
what we
teaching
do.
Ends something, no. Ends, if I'm teaching you something, and like I said, this is very personal to me. If I'm teaching you something and you already understand it, and you tell me, no, you trust me, I do. Okay, I was trying to teach you that, yo, I'm seeing you on the streams for hours and hours. From where I'm standing, I'm like, I wonder if ends know that saying yo, I'm chilling isn't just something he should say. I wonder if ends know chilling is something he should really take seriously. So I'm like, yo, let me teach ends about the difference between saying I'm chilling and actually chilling. That's what I try to do. It's not me judging him. I'm just teaching.
No, but technically it is, because logically we know there's 24 hours in a day, and I don't stream 24 hours of the day. So what am I doing with
Well,
the rest?
I don't know. So I'm like, let me teach
But
you the
then it's a
difference.
judgment.
No. Ends.
Yeah, but it's a judgment. Now my point is
No.
And
Ends.
because now you're assuming that I'm not doing
No,
nothing.
no,
I don't think it was a judgment until ends.
It wasn't any judgment. Ends. You can see it as judgment. All I said is I'm teaching you the difference between saying I'm chilling and actually chilling. That's all I've done. And you said, no, Zabiru, I don't even need that lesson. Safe. But
No,
it
but
wasn't
I'm
any
saying-
judgment.
I don't see it as judgment, but I'm saying that's the way it comes across. Whether you think it is or not, the general consensus would be. If I sat in a room with 100 people and said to them what you said, they'll be like, yeah, nah, that's judgment.
No.
Whether I don't believe it, but
Ends.
Most
Once
would.
again, if I stand up and I say 2 + 2 = 4, you can look at it and go, what? My man think I don't know 2 + 2 is 4. Yeah, you can think that. But the man is just telling you 2 + 2 = 4. He's not saying you didn't know it. He's not judging you because he's like, yo, how come man don't know 2 + 2? Let me teach him 2 + 2. So-
that is though. That is because
No.
you'd be expecting him to know something that you're telling him, which is something basic.
It's
But
Your-
it's I'm
no,
telling
your
you,
word,
no
it's
matter
your
who look-
perception. No, you see, your perception is not something I can control. So the only thing I can do
What
is
if-
give you information, whether you have it already or not, bro. That's
What
that's
if
for you
the
to tell a
perception
person.
of a million people to one? So what if a million people said, nah, that is judgment? Would you still then think you're right?
You know what ends?
I'm
A million-
that's a
no.
simple
I'm gonna answer your
though.
question.
Don't
No. I'm gonna answer your question. Because a million people think it's judgment,
Mhm.
it doesn't change my stance, bro. I'll be the one wrong guy going to the left because I'm not shaped or influenced by a million people. That's why I'm not on social media, bro.
Everyone's
I don't have
shaped by
followers.
ev-
Nah,
everyone's
bro.
shaped-
Bro, no.
everyone's
I
shaped
told
by
you,
their environment.
ends. I told you, I'm shaped by the people I meet.
I hear, but that's exactly it.
But
You're
no,
shaped
but
by
what?
their
But no,
opinion.
listen, bro, listen, because there's a common denominator in all of
Go
those
ahead.
people. I've met a lot of people, bro, and I'm
Like
only
people
shaped
in
by
the
a
world.
selective few. No, I've only been shaped by a selective few.
But you're still shaped by the other people.
it's-
So that's
it's
what I'm
not-
saying. If a million
You're
people
doing the
said you're
no. What I'm trying to say to you is you're doing the million thing. I don't make my decision because everyone is saying it. I make my bro. I'll meet 10 people during the day. None of them has influenced me in any good shape or way or form, because I'm only seeking good. I'm only seeking good, bro.
whether okay, I'll
So the million people that you're talking about judging me, all a million of them could be worshiping the devil.
All right, I'll put it to you this way: whether you believe that the things that, all right, say you only saw 10 people in a day, and 2 of them influence your next step and whatever you want to do. Even if it's those 2, you're still not going to make the decision based on those 2. You're still going to reflect on past, previous, and present things that you're doing to make that decision. In the past, you met people, whether you took it on board at that moment in time. In the present, you met people, and in the future, you meet people. So you're still going to be influenced by more than just the 2 people. Like, go back to Savage's point. If you threw 2 kids into, and they grew up, they wouldn't have probably known Christianity or Christ or whatever, Hinduism, whatever we want to use. They would have just done what they did.
Yeah, they
would
influenced
believed in the
There's
sun
no
and the
influence.
moon.
So if that's
And
what
the
you're
moon.
telling
Minimum.
me. But that's
Yeah.
what, if you would have said, I'm just in my own zone and not around anyone, then I'll be like, do you know what? Any decision you now make, that is you. But that's not the truth. So that's why I go back to my point. If a million people said, nah, this is the way they see it, whether you believe it or not, and whether they're right or wrong, it's still what they've seen by the words you've used. So they're
Yeah.
going to take
And
on board
also-
and
and
they
also-
just.
Bro,
Sorry, go on,
I
sir.
think you
And also, people use
massively.
words in it. So when you say the word judging, obviously judging is just it's just formulating an opinion
Yeah.
or coming to like a conclusion about somebody or
mhm.
something. You formulated an opinion on N saying he was chilling, and so that is a judge. But it's because everyone makes everything sound negative, so then people go, "No, I wasn't doing that." I'm just saying, like, that's literally what it is, isn't it?
Well, like I said, if you
I'm
man
not
just
saying
leave
you
it that way, because no, I'll show you man a tactic. Who used this tactic? Is it CIA? It might be CIA. Let's say it's CIA.
Mhm.
So CIA wants to interrogate you. They don't
Yeah.
ask no questions. They just make statements in a wrong manner, so you have
Yeah.
the need within you to correct it. So they'll go, oh, you know, studies show YouTube is only started streaming because, you know, they have nothing better to do. So they make that statement. UNs are gonna correct it. By you correcting it, that's the information they needed from you, but they just didn't want to ask you. You see what I'm trying to say? So when I teach something or someone something, it's not necessarily me judging them. It could be just me measuring them to see what they actually know. And that's why I said I'm not really shaped by people I meet. I already have my belief. My limitations already set. They've been set. So for you to influence me, you would have to be within that limitation. Like I said, bro, I believe in the sun. I told you I'm one of them sun people, bro. No, bro, like that's what my thing is. You know why, bro? Because that thing comes up every morning, whether I'm happy, sad, hungry, whatever I'm going through, that thing is still coming up, bro.
When you say you believe in the sun, what
Bro,
do
I
you
believe in it. I believe it's gonna come. Even in a dark day, there will be another time. It's in the sky, bro.
Not belief though, is there?
But that's what I'm saying. I believe. So in the night, do you believe the sun is gonna come up?
No, I know it's gonna come up.
Okay.
Well, actually, I know it's not coming up. It's a rotation. If I do the logical thing where it doesn't actually come up anywhere,
You don't know it's gonna come up tomorrow though, because
It doesn't.
it's
It doesn't.
cloudy.
Well, I just
What
said
if it's cloudy and the
logically,
cloud blocks it out? Is it
no,
really up
logically,
there?
it doesn't come up though. It's just you get me. It doesn't.
It's still
actually
You see what I'm
not
trying to? You see what I'm trying to say? In a cloudy day, bro.
Sun's still there though.
Let's put you in Alaska, where the Earth shifts at its angle, and you can't see the sun no more for a couple days or a couple months.
4 months.
Yeah, is it still coming up?
It doesn't come up anyway. Is my point.
Yeah, so that's what I believe in, bro.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying
No. It's not about right or wrong. I'm just saying
that
like
you
that's what I
believe.
believe in. So when I come across a human being that connects to that, of course, yeah, I'm gonna have to hear what they have to say because we're on the same thing. And like 1 out of 10 people will be on that. Bro, that thing gives life and take life. Water. I believe in what? I believe in the elements, bro. It's not just the sun. I do believe in the elements. They give and take life, bro. They create life. My bioactive terrarium. It's
No, I'm not.
heat
I'm,
and
you know what I
water,
mean?
bro.
This is
Create
how my
these
brain-
terrariums, bro.
How my brain works, man. I'm not saying that you're wrong about it. I'm just
No,
saying,
it's not a wrong.
it's
But
not
I'm just
belief,
saying, like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Because belief is believing in something without the proof of like existence, like it's faith built. That's what belief is literally means. It's like, without the proof. But it's not. You're not believing the sun. It's fucking there, bro. It's not. It's there. It's not proof. It's there every.
So
that's
you
the
don't
proof.
believe in the result of the sun, or you know the result of the sun?
I've been around long enough to know the results of the sun. That's like believing in my son, bro. He's fucking there, bro. You just messed with me about Eze, blood.
Looking at this, what they're saying about the timeline. This is what.
So wait, real quick.
Yeah.
Savage, because you know
Yeah.
that takes away the ability to believe.
Yeah, it's not belief if I know. Like I believe Salah's gonna score a goal, but I don't know he's gonna score a goal. But that's what I mean. This is how my brain works.
So is this where the conversation really is? Because if you know, then you won't have any belief then.
If I know, like,
But then if you don't know, that's the only place you can have
exactly,
belief.
exactly. So you know, like when we jump on stream and everyone does a prediction and that, we joke around on that. But you know, all the man them who get overly gassed because their prediction landed that day. I knew it. Did not come outside now. I told you.
Well, they believed it.
So why didn't you put? You should have just bet your whole wage bracket on there if you knew, blood.
Yeah. If you
You
truly
didn't know.
believe, then you should.
Yeah, you didn't know.
No,
You
he
made
didn't know. He
calculated-
truly believed. He just didn't truly know.
Can't truly believe, bro.
Exactly. And
No.
even if-
He truly believed, but he didn't truly know.
I
If
think
he
he
truly
more-
know that he was gonna get it right, he would have put the whole wage on it.
I think if you both of them, you truly believe that's what's
Nah,
gonna happen.
the latter
And
is
you,
lying.
then it leans into then you should know then. Then
Nah, the
if
latter,
you
the
truly
latter is
believe
lying.
something, then you know it, and that means if you know it, you should have done what Savage said. Put the whole wage on
Nah,
it, bro.
hence, that's the latter. The latter is when it happens, you're gonna tell man you truly believe.
Yeah.
But before it happened, you ain't truly believe. You know what I'm trying to say?
Which is my point about when people with religion and that when people buy a scratch card or a lottery ticket, notice that the comments they make when they get it compared to after if they win is two different things, isn't it? You should have the same energy the whole time. Like, oh nah, this ticket, yeah, God told me that this is the one today. He tells you that every single week and you never won the lottery. The day you win the lottery, I knew it. God told
So
me.
then, Sav, that's a great point. Yeah. How then? The question is, Before I ask that question, obviously looking at what they're saying here, the Homo sapiens and the Neanderthals were burying their dead with tools and flowers and ornaments, suggest that they believe in the afterlife, which is mad. And that's them without any Bible, scriptures, anything, just thrown at them. These men were just out there, the paint, the cave drawings as how they depict them. But they had beliefs, which doesn't even make sense without any actual. But yeah,
I don't think anyone really know.
Yeah,
this is an assumption.
No,
let me land it real quick. You see the plants thing. You know you're not supposed to bury the human being beyond 3 feet deep.
Yeah, but this is what you know now. But I'm saying these guys were doing this without anything that they knew before, because they were the first.
No,
that's what history's telling us. These were the first. So if they were the first,
what I'm saying is,
and they were doing things that we now use as a belief in terms of burying our dead as the afterlife, and that's because of things we've now learned about it. They were doing it without someone teaching them before. Unless we're now saying they weren't the first.
And what I'm trying to say is, we can't say they're doing it because they believe about the afterlife. Because
why do we do it now then?
No.
That's the same thing.
No. Let me land because I think you're misunderstanding what I'm trying to say.
I'm not. I'm just saving you the hassle.
No. It's not about the hassle, bro. Like, I'm trying to explain it. You're cutting me off. This can't tell you they were doing it because they believe in the afterlife. What if they're just planting, man, literally 2 feet underground to plant crops on top of us to nourish the body? How can we now, 4,000 years, come and be like, oh no, they was doing it because of the afterlife thing? Like, we can't really say that. You see what I'm trying to say?
It does say suggesting. It doesn't say.
Yeah, so it's suggesting that, but it doesn't mean it was like a fact.
Yeah. So why do we now do it?
Because the difference now is we don't bury our dead 3 feet so they can nourish anything unless you sign up for that little farm down in Texas. Technically, you're not supposed to be beyond 3 feet because the soil is too cold down there. There's no microorganism that deep.
This is what I'm saying. We're now adding stuff to make our argument.
No, I'm not.
Just listen to what I'm saying. They
was these men using casket ends?
They buried their dead.
This is
listen to it. Like, logically, they bury their dead, right? We're going off of what history is telling us.
Yeah.
Bury their dead. We in turn bury their dead. The two differences: we do it because we believe in the afterlife. They were doing it because of what then? Because no one was before them, and they were the first.
This is where I was going to step in. So, like,
go on.
There's a big gap between obviously them and then us and everything. So there's all these different eras of different things in it, Egyptians and Victorians and all these different things in it, and they all had their religion as well and God and all that stuff. So at some point, people started believing in something in it. That's fine. You're right, but it does say suggested. You two are both arguing about something that just said it's a suggestion. ChatGPT's come up with this because it's suggesting that based on most of history now, one's doing it for that reason. So it is a likelihood that it could be for that reason. The Beery's point is also right because, like, they don't know, but they didn't say they don't know. They said the suggestion because the opposing argument
didn't even like my point, bro.
I'm just saying because the opposing argument would be to them saying it's suggestion that it's the afterlife. And then Zabiri's suggestion is to nourish the ground, which is also just as valid as the afterlife.
Yeah.
Or what I was going to say is somebody died, they had stuff, now they're not here anymore. I want to bury them with it. That's it. That's
I got
also
two more points to make on that.
Yeah.
At what point did man get to cremation and burning the dead? You see what I'm trying to say? There's so many different layers to it, bro. How do we end up in coffins now, all of a sudden? My grandfather wasn't buried in a coffin because we don't believe in that. You see what I'm trying to show you? So I don't want you to stick all of what we're doing now on that little timeline. 40,000 BC.
This is where you're misunderstanding. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to say
that's the source of your question.
Listen, I'm saying who told them that's a thing. So now we're doing it and we believe it's something to do with spirituality. So why do we do it now, but they were doing it in the past and we don't believe they were doing it because of the same reason?
For you with my
because you said you gave a different reason why you think they were doing it. So I'm saying we're doing it for a reason now, which is fair. But are things of probably what we've picked up off of the histories that's been passed down. Because no one just created it, someone passed it down. All I'm asking is, if they were doing it originally, who taught them? And why don't you believe it's in the same line of knowledge?
I thought we had this conversation when I told you about the DNA of the reptiles. All of these reptiles was born in captivity, and I breed up these ones to these ones here.
What has that got to do with what we're talking about, bro?
No, because it's information. Information is within you, bro. Who teach this reptile to cover the egg?
So that means we're listening to. That means the point is right. Then that means that we're following what they were doing. Then based on what we're using now. So
Yeah,
they-
and we've added layers in it. We've added layers in it, like the coffin. Look what I'm saying, but what I'm trying to say is, when you go, like some people actually bury the dead as nourishment, others bury them in caskets, others burn the dead.
Yeah,
Like that's something you do, I guess, because the Night King gonna turn man in that. I don't know. But to speak on their belief, like they're doing it because they believe, I don't think that's fair. I don't even know what that's all about, bro. Because like if I tell you like, yo, I want to be buried in a white cloth with no casket, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's what Zabir believed in. Some people say, yeah, I want to be cremated. It's like, yeah, because that's what they believe in.
So what do you think they believed in then?
I don't know, bro. I haven't studied them. I haven't Googled them. I don't even care, bro. I just care about Zabir's existence and journey, bro.
There's a few. I think everything that both of you just said is very possible for them. Possible, not factual, but possible. They could have. It could be based on experience in it, because I'm guessing the first time one of them died, instantly they didn't bury someone. It probably took a while. Now, if there was in a cave or something like that, they might have buried them because they stunk in it. Like,
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah.
we're in Africa, they stink in. Let's move them and let's move their belongings with them and put them somewhere. And then they put them somewhere, and then the animals started feasting on their loved one. Okay, probably not do that. Let's bury them. And then they buried them, and it weren't too deep. Like, let's bury them a little bit deeper. Animal got there again. Let's bury them a little bit deeper. Who knows? Or
So that's the most logical answer, Sav. That means we
Yeah.
potentially do the same because of those reasons.
yeah. Or we do. Or we're gonna migrate from here, and we can't carry this. We can't carry these dead bodies, bro. Like that's not logical for us to do. Like we can't. We're not strong enough. So let's leave them somewhere. Let's bury them. We don't want the preservation of our loved one to be fucked in it. So let's bury them somewhere and then move on. Could be just that.
So that means that was passed down. So that was back to my. It must have been passed down.
How do
by
we get
whatever.
to Pharaoh's tomb?
They just found different
mummification?
means and ways in it, upgrading like we evolved. So they probably found different ways based around their gods they created.
Some man
Yeah.
said, I don't want to go underground no more. Just wrap me in some toilet paper and
Maybe people were
Preserve
maybe to the end point when they were burying them stuff with their things. There wasn't that. They weren't that like precious at the time, and the stuff that they were getting buried with. As more things became precious, or people started seeing precious in gold and stuff like that, it's like every time we bury the man them, these thieves that keep robbing us, they keep digging up the man them stuff. Let's put them in yeah, it makes sense though, innit? So let's put them in a box. It's like, oh no, they keep breaking the box. Let's make the box of gold so they can't break it. Okay.
you say, yo, let's make it a tomb and seal the
Yeah,
tomb
yeah,
with
exactly.
freaking a foot thick concrete and mud in that. I hear.
Yeah. Maybe.
So man
You
just
said I'm-
evolved in ways.
Right. You say I go out, I should just go out with all the ammunition.
Because I do
and
like the fact that,
firearms.
like, without the God side of it, there is stuff, and I always say this. That's why I brought up the thing about just dropping. Obviously, you can't do it because inhumane in it. But when I first spoke about just dropping off some youths in the forest or dropping them off in a certain location, I'm telling you, bro, it'd be the one thing I'd be like, you know how cold it would be to see how they grow up. I don't want to do it because I don't want to do the Truman Show thing. But when you think of it, how cold would it be? Because we see it with animals. We like you put it this way. Obviously, once I got Pablo as a puppy, obviously I've taken him away from his mom and because he was breeded. Like, so I've taken him away from his mom. She's got bare puppies, and I've taken him away from his dad. His dad don't give a shit. so and there was about 8 of them. The stuff that Pablo knows to do without having the mom, bro. Like he just does certain things. And if I go around Zabiri's dog, Pablo's dog and Zabiri's dog, what I'm talking about, our dogs do the same thing, and we're on different continents. They don't know each other. They're not the same breed. They do the same thing, bro. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, maybe humans do that as well. Then I don't know what stuff, but and because I don't know, because we've got societal changes and environmental changes, that now I don't know what humans actually naturally do alone. Apart from when we all have a baby and see our baby like chewing on their hand or something. Oh, our babies are all chewing on their hand. Our babies are all making this crying noise. But there's other stuff that we don't even know comes natural to humans, bro. Like us men on different continents, if I ask us men certain things about women or the way we act towards women, a lot of it's the same, bro. If you ask a man who's poor and isn't, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's a thing where it's like, now he feels like that as well. So maybe men are just innately like that, and maybe women are just innately like this. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think it's kind of cool, bro, because I see Pablo, he'll start digging to nowhere, bro. They ain't nowhere to dig.
Oh.
Man's digging and that.
Savage, I saw this on the internet and I had to lock it off. But I've been dying to talk to you to tell you because you're the first person to bring it up, and then I got an internet answer. Ends don't laugh. So the internet suggests there's only so many faces of human to go around. So there's like a codex of humans you can make. That's why people born looking like other, because the human information and makeup it's just a limited number. So that's why you have a man from 2025 grow up to look like a man from like 1801, because there's only so many faces. Like,
I don't think that sounds crazy.
no, but that's what I'm
might be
saying.
a
I know
hobby.
Savage is gonna love this.
No,
Dude,
because
when I
remember,
saw it,
I've
I
always told
laughed
you about
it off,
I've always
man.
told you about simulation, bro, and I'll just bop into man that I've seen before and that.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why I don't think that's that crazy, because if you, from the beginning of where humans come from, if they all came from the same place, obviously all of us not on the planet right now came from the
The
same
codex, bro. The
Yeah,
codex.
all
man.
came from the same place and they migrated. It only migrated from a certain amount of people. So so the DNA spread, bro. So of course, man,
You know,
you
you know which
engaging
day I
the wrong
saw that,
people.
Savage? I'll tell you right now, damn near quit. Yo, I walked on the job and met a guy. And I was like, oh, right, what's going on? I was like, John, I'm not John. I'm like, wait, why do you have an accent? Man said, I'm from Lebanon. I'm like, nah, bro. I had to pull him up and tell him, like, yo, a guy works for your company named John. Look just like you. He goes, oh, yeah, everybody in the company tells me the same thing. But no, I was born and raised in Lebanon.
When we're done here, I'm gonna send you the link, bro. I watched this program on Channel 4 before, yeah, and it's about people who are like twins, but they're not twins, bro.
Yeah,
When I
that
saw
was
it,
John and this Lebanon youth, bro.
yeah, yeah, and I'm
Average,
like, where they from?
identical height, body weight, belly,
These two were from
the whole
Australia.
thing.
These two are from somewhere completely different. I'm like, brother, you lot are quadruplets, bro. They're like, nah, we don't even know each other. We're like, there's nothing to do.
Yeah,
Brother,
it's
you got the
codex,
same,
man.
same face, bro. I told you simulation, GTA thing, bro. Like, if you go around GTA long enough, bro. Nah, because if I drive somewhere else in GTA, bro, I see the same shopkeeper I just saw, bro. It's just, bro.
And do you think this could be part of God's plan? Just make 4 human beings the same, so that way if Savage messed off, at least he has Savage 2.0 already. In the
That's why
top.
man don't think that Enz and Elisa are the same person, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah, that's mad. Nah, bro. I listen. I do believe what you're saying in terms of, because there can't be that many different faces, bro, in the codex, bro. Let's be
When
honest.
Savage said it, I thought Savage was just tripping.
Nah, there
And
is
then
a lot of
it made
faces.
sense.
Because the one thing that we know where where the start of something, and there's a place where something started, bro. So I'm just saying, bro, it makes sense that once we've circulated the earth a few different times, not the actual person, but the person's descendant or their kid and that, you end up back with your own people, bro. I don't want to make it sound all incestuous and that, bro. But the chances are, remember, the earth's populated to a certain number now. It wasn't back then. So the fact that you booked a young snow bunny in that, blood, she's probably your cousin. She's probably your cousin, bro. In fact, she is.
I mean, according to the Bible, we're both from Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
You know, that's the maddest thing ever, bro.
So
And
Adam and
everyone
Eve-
goes, "No, well, I'm not related to you." Well, technically, if you believe in the Bible, then
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
Adam
no,
and
that-
Eve were both African.
We're one people, bro. That's where it starts.
you know what? There's so many. You know, if you sat down and wrote down the crazy logical things from the Bible, just in natural life, and you sat down in a room with all the religious people out there, and the guys that know the Bible back to back, the Quran, whatever it is, and you literally just pose these questions to them. I would love to see how they would answer these questions. Like, if
Yeah.
you believe that we came from 2 people, a man and a woman, the first 2 ever to be on the planet, and everything else just arrived from them. Like, I would love to know what they think. Because if you go, nah, we should all be related then, right? They go, well, no. It's like, well,
Yeah.
can't be true then, bro. Like,
And Adam and Eve would have to be the most perfect human, bro. No one ever talks about that. She has, if she gave birth to the first human, because them 2 had sex with each other, she still had to be pregnant for 9 months, bro. So like, Adam must have been a G, bro. He just left her to just chill, being pregnant, and done everything on his own, bro. Avoided all the animals. He's Superman, bro.
I mean, he was made by God, and she was made by God. That's the only 2 that was made by God.
Yeah, but what's their makeup meant to be? Are they like Superman
So
style.
technically, we're not really directly made by God. We're just a byproduct of what God made. Technically,
Mm.
you know them ones. You see how M's kids ain't really Jamaican, but they're byproduct of a Jamaican man. I was gonna say you savage, but I feel like that's enough now. You know what I mean? Because you're a byproduct of Jamaican people, so you're not really Jamaican. You know what I'm saying?
You're not really Jamaican either, to be honest, bro.
No, I was going down there, bro.
You know what? Because you know what I'm gonna say in it. You know what I'm gonna say in it. Let's get to that because obviously, and there's technically no right or wrong answer. This is however you identify. I don't identify with many things, bro. Yeah, that's like, man. I sound like I've got a problem with certain. I don't. I just don't.
So why am I not Jamaican?
No, you are. If you identify as being Jamaican, if identity comes from you was born in a country, but that means I'm English. But man are gonna tell me I'm British. No, I'm English if that's the case, bro. But then someone who's over here, they call a second generation. Then everyone here goes from their grandparents. That's why the football players, they go, I play for this team because I either came here when I was a kid or I was born here, but my mom comes from whatever, so I still play for Ghana. And that person gonna call themselves Ghanaian. So both of us have made a different choice, bro. So who's right? And how far do you go back? Because we both all know on the panel that we're African, innit? We can keep going back, but we're gonna end up in the same place.
So you're saying if we trace this back, are we gonna get to Adam and Eve?
Exactly.
Or it's too long?
Why has no one ever tried to do that, bro?
You know, we're Adam and Eve in Africa.
No, because man was doing the thing over here in America that pissed me off, talking about all the presidents are descendants of kings and that.
Kings and that.
Allow me, man. Like they do the blood thing, like, oh yeah, Obama was also born king, and I was like, yo, allow me.
He's related to the queen and that, bro. That's,
I was just like,
it just shows the evolution of humans, or maybe not evolution, maybe not socially and stuff. That people, there's always been someone in history or people. It's a few of them as well that have just chosen something, and we've all gone for it. Like the whole categorization of racism and racist comes from it wasn't around before, innit? But it just came around and we've all accepted it, and now we're just like, yeah, I'm black, you're white. And then someone's still on some, I don't want to be called that. Depending on who you're around, they're like, well, why are you trying to deny you're a black man? And I know they back in the 60s I was called coloured. You call a man coloured in England now, he's gonna punch you in the mouth, bro. But your guy Martin and Malcolm will find me being called coloured. So when did it change, innit? Why you think there's so many confused white people walking around not knowing what to call man, bro?
it's called by my name, bro.
No, I know, but like naturally, people get online and on TV and all that. People get extra offended by stuff. I feel like you're not smart enough to look through and go, no, he meant this, bro. Like you're trying to find something out of nothing because you do it yourself. You called him white boy, he calls you black boy. Outrage. It's the same thing, just different color and that, innit? I'm saying things always change, and that's why old people are so confused, bro. So you have to just leave them because they're like, nah.
They grew up in a time when they were called coloured and black, and
bro, they literally were running around while Martin and Malcolm were trying to run shit, bro. And like, yo, don't call us black. Yeah, I mean, I'm a coloured, or don't call me this. I'm a Negro. Say it again. Watch white dude call me Negro now. See what happens, bro. Just watch.
Wait, do you man get offended off stuff like that?
We don't. Well, there's.
No, I'm saying you, man, personally, like whichever one offends you, a white man saying it to you gets you offended.
Yo, I'll tell you, you want to know the truth? I'll be honest. I'm actually not offended by any actual word. I'm offended by. I'm more offended that you think you can say the word to me.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was trying to ask. Like, put yourself in any situation that it could happen, whether it's the audacity to say it or the intent behind saying it, like whichever word it is that triggers you, or do you man actually get triggered off that? Because I don't.
The fact that you feel you could say it.
I don't even. It didn't even move me.
If I want to answer honestly, I don't know because no one said that word to me, any of these words to me for a long time, bro. Like while I've been an adult, it's been very rare. So I'm removed from that now, and I'm a more peaceful person. So I don't know, but again, it isn't. It's, and I just said it, it's not the word. It's the fact that I know you've said it to elicit this reaction, or you think that it's gonna hurt me. I just want to punch you in the mouth because you think that
you're trying to do something.
That's more for everyone else. Like, oh, I get it. You think because I'm black, you're gonna say this and you're gonna offend me, blah blah blah. I just want to punch you in the mouth for that. Really, calling me the word don't bother me, bro.
Yeah, no, but you see, even
trying to wind me up. annoyed.
Yeah, but
me
see,
from
even
the-
that, no trying to elicit a reaction out of me. Like, bro, they get nothing. Ever since I saw Django and they
Yeah.
had that little line in there talking about, oh, you one lucky nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
I
you
hear
remember
you. I hear you, man, and you're like,
I can't get rid yo,
I'm a peaceful
I don't
person.
care about
I might just use the excuse, man. I might want to punch you in the mouth that day and that day. But I don't
You know
find
what?
I don't
Thank you.
find anyone emotional
That's-
though anymore.
no,
Like
that's-
gone. I'm
that's
more
what I-
I'm telling you, I'm more dangerous now than I've ever been, and I'm calm as hell, bro. Because I don't fight with any emotion. So if you call me that, it's not a reaction where I'm gonna punch you in the mouth straight away. I can literally think about it and go, oh, I kind of want to just punch this you up still. Whereas old me, it's a reaction like there ain't no way, bro. Come outside, let's scrap on it. Now it's just like I can think about it, and realistically, I don't really want to do that. It's long. I don't want to mess my trainers up. He's either a pussy or whatever. On the odd day, I might just be like, nah, today you can, you know what I mean? I'm ready
Yeah,
to-
you but
Oh,
all right, ends. I'll give you this one because that I did that to get that out of Savage. You're walking around, right? You got anger in you, whatever the case may be. You're looking for a reason to punch man up. You're like, yo, today I wake up, I just feel like slapping a man. As soon as you step out, man, drop the racial word on you. It's your choice now to unleash that anger in you
always.
or keep it pushing. And you can be like, yo, you know, man, God sent him my way, you know, because I've been waiting to punch a man up.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
But
I
if you
still-
use God in that context, it's an excuse. So when you're asking about God in that, bro, I think it's just an excuse for either good or bad, bro.
Maybe.
I'm trying to say.
You know what? That's a major thing that people use God for. I agree with the saying that a lot of people use it for an excuse either way, because the biggest wars are down to religion, and the most positivity is down to religion as well. It seems. So it's just whatever path you chose to take. I don't like it. I'd
And
rather
how you can spin the excuse. You know, you talk about ends, perception.
no, I hear it, and you know,
Man said,
and maybe-
Let's
maybe-
do this for God. And was killing and raping, bro.
And maybe because the person I am, I just like accountability so much that I can't allow people to put it on somebody else. I'd rather you just like you get to a certain age, and when people are talking about, oh, it's the environment that he grew up in, I'm like, yeah, he's an adult, bro, so I couldn't give a damn what environment he grew up. Don't tell me he got touched as a youth, so he started touching people. I'm not trying to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't tell
It's
me.
the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing about feeling.
Yeah, I'm not having
angry
it.
because, bro, like I'm not gonna say, yo, God sent him my way so I can slap the brakes off of him for disrespecting women.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say
know
that.
But based on like people's religious scriptures and stuff like that, as soon as people of the same religion, the ones who do the negative thing, as soon as something mad happens, and it's because of the religion in terms of they follow the scripture word by word or to a literal thing, the first thing everyone does in the religion, the positive people go, he ain't one of us. He ain't our religion. I'm like, no, it's the same. It's the same scripture. You just chose to take a different path, bro. If anything, a lot of the time, the people who follow the scripture word by word end up being a problem. So let's just agree that a scripture like any other book was written a long time ago, and you won't be able to ever tell me what they meant at the time. Is it a metaphor or is it literal, bro? Now, man, start putting dragons in there. It's probably a metaphor, isn't it? You can probably work that out, but people pick and choose depending on how they feel or what they want to run with or how they want to control people, what to use and what not to use on it. Because I ain't been out here stoning no one, bro. You know what I mean? People stoning and whipping man for certain acts, innit? We don't have to get into what it was. But are you doing that now? And you're religious, but you're not doing that now, innit? You probably break bread with them same people, come into our church, everyone's welcome.
You know,
Technically, you're not welcome. Technically, you're not.
obviously, I don't know the Bible back to front. I don't. Maybe one day I'll dive into it and try and.
It's bad
Yeah,
stories, isn't it?
But there's things that I've heard people say, like watching videos and I've listened to other people, and they're like, "Yeah, eye for an eye." I'm like, "Is that in the Bible? Let me go and look." And then the other ones like break bread with the. Like, I don't. So
And love
you
thy
telling me
neighbor.
eye for
Love
an
thy
eye,
neighbor.
or you telling me to break bread, or
I mean, exactly, bro. Love thy neighbor, but stone man still.
yeah, it's like what side? Like it's like it's still written to give you choices, bro. You have to choose the
Bro, I tell you, free will is the greatest gift you can have, and whether or not you want to let someone take that or manipulate that is on you, fam.
Yeah, the sad thing is indoctrination's real and brainwashing's real, and
Yeah.
you start doing that to somebody from the day they're born, which I'm not saying people do it on purpose, by the way. They might be doing it thinking it's a great thing. I think a lot of people do it thinking, I'm already religious, it's giving me a great life, I want my kids to be religious too. You start harping one thing into someone's ears for the first 12 years of their life or something like that. Yeah, man, they might believe it still.
No, but Savage, you know what? I told you, man, about that story in Dubai because that for me is when the questions stop, like ringing off in my head about what is real, what isn't real, bro. Here's a story of a little girl in Africa, 2, 3 to 5 years old, got snatched. In that moment, that is sad. She's now being raised in the Middle East, learning 7 different languages, raised pure, no internet, no distraction, raised to just be a wife and serve a man. And I'm not saying serve a man loosely in that misogynistic way, but I'm just saying just a pure traditional woman, smart, brilliant, raised right, but she's going to be sold for $25,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if she would have had that life and that upbringing if she was still back in Africa.
True.
You see what I'm trying to say? So the whole concept of your parents, you got snatched from your parents. How different is that from a dog having 6 puppy and someone taking one and just selling it?
Yeah, it's true.
You see what I'm trying to say? Because they're gonna sell it to someone who can give it the best life.
Yeah.
He got snatched by human trafficker, whoever they are, and they invest in him way more than even some fathers may have. Teach her, bring him up right, and said, "We're gonna sell you to the highest bidder, and the highest bidder will take care of you." And
was she bred? Was she bred like that? I'm not. It sounds crazy in it, but like
no, they definitely got snatched.
Just about to say, because a lot of animals, and that's the thing in it. Like it's what.
Yeah, they definitely got snatched. Yeah, no, they don't do the breeding them up and looking after him, do pregnancy and then raise him like that. Definitely got snatched and just raised like that. 4 different languages, 6 different languages.
I guess it ends up being down to the individual, doesn't it? Because if you ask her and whatever her answer is the most important thing.
But the thing is, she didn't have a choice. Don't have free will.
She didn't have free will. So if you ask her now and all the great stuff that you said that she can do now, if she said, I can do all these things now and I'm sad every single day because I know.
Yeah, because she probably would have wanted Christmas present from mom.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'm trying to say? So there's going to be some emptiness there.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm trying to tell Enz about the free will thing, bro. Free will is a precious thing because think of a female, 7 different languages, raised to be pure, untouched, but never had free will, and whoever buy her now owns her. So there's still never gonna be any free will in there, bro.
Does not mean then? And again, I'm asking you to not be. I'm not saying you are religious in that, but I give up on trying to find out about certain things in it. So one minute I hear free will, then I hear God's plan. If it's God's plan, then it ain't free will because there's a plan for you, and everyone goes, "Oh, there's a plan anyway. There's always a plan. This is what's gonna happen." I'm like, they're 2 different things, in it, but. Everyone I've ever heard say that both are religious and both believe in God. So which one is it? Is it free will or is it a plan? Because you'll hear man all the time say God's got a plan for me. If something good happens, it's God's plan. If something bad happens, God's got a plan for me. We'll come out of this.
Well, so I'll give you the Noah example. Pretty common story. So God said to man, "Yo, there's gonna be a flood for 40 weeks or 40 days or 40 nights, whatever the flood was. I have a plan for you to survive, but you have to choose to build the ark." He had to make that decision. So God has a plan. The plan is, if you don't build the ark, you're gonna die, because that's part of my plan. If you build the ark, my plan is you're gonna put some animals on there, you're gonna survive.
Okay.
But Noah still had to make the choice.
But what about the rest of the humans who God told him, but God didn't told the rest of the humans? They just think they've got a plan. So how come he's not told them? Why is Noah the only special one? Like, how come they're not told? For example, say I believed in God now.
Yeah.
Come and tell me what my plan is now, bro. Let me know early so I can make the choice. Now I've got free will to make the choice. Because I can kind of compute then, so really I've been nervous about this one thing, no confidence in that. But he's telling me the plan is this. I'm doing it now. Now I've got all this confidence within. How come he's only spoke to this one dude, bro?
I mean, the plan for you is to put you on that farm with that horse, bro.
What
so
you
take a photo, black and white photo, ain't it?
Wait, this one.
So you need to make a choice now.
This one.
Go on that farm, bro.
First of all, I'm not on a farm in that photograph, bro. No, and that's a personal horse, bro. That's not like I didn't go to, I didn't go to some like petting zoo and then get on a random horse. That horse is family, bro. Like, allow me, innit? That's our horse, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, whoever took that photo, yeah.
It's part of God's plan, innit? And
That's God's plan. So hold on a minute, Sam. You just on the cotton field and now with the horseman.
Nah, bro. The thing,
you
you know,
look barefoot on the horse as well, you know.
the worst thing about this photograph is if I took you to where it was, it looks nothing like what you're thinking, innit? But
The
because
shed in the background.
Yo,
The
I
white
know
shed.
the photo didn't do it justice, man.
yeah,
That's why
because
you have to go recreate it.
it was taken on the old BlackBerry, innit? The dead photograph and that.
You
but then-
send it.
because I tried to get the contrast stuff in it, so you could actually see what was in the photo because it weren't meant for use lot. So when I tried to get the contrast stuff, obviously it looked like that, but I've got it.
Oh, so you distorted.
Yeah, I filtered it in it because the thing was so blurry and the sunlight was in the background that I turned up the contrast and sharpened it. That's why it looks like all like gritty in it. And then obviously the shed's just a shed, bro. It's just a shed with tools in it.
Yo, Savage, take your shades off because I feel like that photograph was from 1645. Bro.
That's what I thought, bro.
Nah, man, that photograph's from like 2013, bro.
Nah, you need to go take one in 2025, man.
16 Saturn, bro. That's what it felt. You know what it felt like? He just, like, you know, when he just, I don't know, leading a few of them back down to the house, the big house and that.
Yo,
Well,
I
let me
swear
tell
he
you,
was
bro,
barefoot,
that
bro.
photo was
'Cause you
real.
see the little shed in the back.
If that
yeah.
photo was real, then I was a good Negro, bro. You get me? I got treated nice, blood, because I had a horse, blood. You get me? You man, you maybe
Bro,
you man.
what are you saying,
Bro,
Jared?
listen, Savage.
You were part of the sheriff them time,
Hey,
ain't
man.
you?
Yeah, I was about to say, because like
Hey,
my
listen,
family
bro.
was slave catchers, bro, for
Hey,
$2
listen,
a
bro.
head. Savage was one of them. Hey,
Listen, bro.
you was related,
Hey.
you know.
I don't catch or be caught in it. Make of that what you will, bro. Catch or be
Barefoot
caught,
on a
bro.
horse. You was
Yeah, bro.
definitely-
Because you know that man in the field, your ancestors and that. Who's that nigga on that name?
Your ancestor.
Now, since you don't want to send to him and that.
No, I didn't send for you. To be
Now,
honest,
who's that nigga on that name, blood? Is that what man is saying?
Yeah, my grandfather. And what, bro? I'm proud to be catching slaves for $2 a head. It's calm.
Eze just played his last game for Crystal Palace and signing him, bro. They got standing ovation and that, bro. It's over with. Anyway,
And Kelleher getting packed.
it's dark. It's dark. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Ends. You feel just as confused on it than when you got on the tune.
How did you feel on the beach? Like, what was the emotions? The elements? 'Cause
nature, man.
you're getting wind, you're getting air, and you're seeing the water, and you're feeling the earth and the sun. So you
Do you
get
know
all
what
four
makes me
elements there.
I think the most peace I feel is when I'm out in nature. I think that's the most peace I feel
If I give
when I'm
Ends,
out in nature.
if I get Ends advice as a friend, and as much as I know about him, I don't know everything about him, but I know his character enough, bro. I think you're not searching for God, bro. Do you get me? I think you're a man of like purpose in it, but like you're one of them like I've clocked this, let me move on to the next thing instead of having like one purpose. You're just searching for the next thing, bro. But I don't think you need to search for it, bro. Because your purpose might just be to be a good person, bro. And up until now, we've just seen a good person, and you're a good
Savage.
voice to your missus.
Yo, we could have
Ah,
locked
yeah,
this
I'll give
off
you
10 minutes in. Nah, we could have locked this off 10 minutes
Nah,
in.
because-
That's how I started.
I get
No, that's how it started. Man, try to rub me off like there's something bigger than what I said.
Nah, I'm
Savage
just saying,
said it,
bro.
man. It's like, yeah, nah, calm. Nah, bro.
I'm just saying because I know that ends. I see sometimes you post certain things and that, and I come across the same things. And obviously, if you listen to like the Buddhists and stuff like that, they're not really. It's not really about a god in it.
Yeah.
Everything's within. That's kind of if you had if there was a religion for you or that's what his teachings you'd follow. I think it would be more than that line, bro. He's very mindful. I don't think you need to search for a person or an entity
You know
that's a god,
I
bro.
think this is my post in August. I dropped 2 posts of the same thing.
How the
About
fuck
every
did you
time I
wait,
don't
wait,
know, God shows up.
Nah,
Nah, because
After
Yo,
everything
it's
that you said, how did
Yeah.
you bring it back to his post? What can post my man, the same monk every couple of weeks, but you know which one I'm talking about, is the most popular one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this geezer just made it from his post, bro, even though
nah, you man know me. I've never posted about God, and I posted about him twice this month. And the quote is, "Every time I don't know, God shows up." That's literally what I've been posting all August, bro. And then Enz is out here talking about he's searching for God. I know Enz be seeing them posts, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, Enz.
No,
You're good,
that's
man.
the thing though. I don't check social media like that, bro. I told you, when I'm off, I'll tell you when I check social media when it comes to the football stuff. I check it in the mornings, and I'll see what's going on. I'm like, okay, interesting topic. Well, I'll bring it to the man them, see what they think. That's it. Other than that, I'm in my zone of podcasts. I'm watching people camping, going rock, like doing random stuff, and then I'm going for my walk. Then I listen to my podcast. Then I just vibe out, chill with the family, go and put my feet in the ground, chill, meditate, do some press ups, relax, bro, eat some food.
Yeah, I think
That's me.
See them Shaolin Masters and that, and them Buddhists, bro. I listen to some of the stuff, and I'm not one of those, and I would never want to be. But when I listen to the things, I'm like, yeah, maybe I would word this different, but it makes more sense because naturally I've got to this without any teachings, bro.
Yeah.
Now, the ones who want to become certain grades of monks and the masters and that, they want to give up everything in it to this mindfulness. I don't want to give up everything to this mindfulness because I'm still I still know what I want to enjoy and that. You get me? They're not really trying to do that because they're like, nah, this is us now. So I'm more in between that, and I'm happy being there in it. Like, for example, me and you on the same thing, which like materialistic things. I don't want to say I don't like them at all. Clearly, I do. I'm speaking to you like on a MacBook. I've got a good microphone and all that stuff. The clothes and all that, I'm not really there to impress anyone. I couldn't give a shit. Everything's about like how I feel comfortable. I don't care about how much money I spend on it. I like going and seeing stuff. So I'm spending money on that, so it's needed. But I'm not here to like showcase myself to other people and that. I don't really care, bro. And when it comes to the most important things, none of those are the most important things to me. Even the things that I like, none of it, bro. And it always comes back to the same things, innit? The people, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even like humans like that, but the ones I do, that's what it's about. Everyone else don't care, bro.
You know, that's a great point because I always feel like every time you have something, I'm not saying you shouldn't want good things, you shouldn't desire good things and stuff like that. But I always feel like when you get those good things, it's never for yourself. Yeah, it's always to either give yourself a bigger stature, maybe how you feel within yourself. Maybe you've got a bit of no, your personality needs that kind of ego boost from time to time. Or, for me, as I always say, man, I only want these things so I can give it to other people, bro, which is i.e. my family. Because even though I might not think that they're great or I might not like, and I'm not saying I don't enjoy the little things, but I'm like, nah, rather them, because when they're happy, when they're at their, when they're like, I can see that there's a pep in the step, there's a little, I'm like, yo, that shit makes me happy as shit, bro. Like inside, I'm like, yo.
Yeah, bro. Did you ever see people stress? You ever see people about to go out, like to have a good time on the weekend? How and then all of a sudden they're under the most stress ever, like someone's like got a gun to their head. I'm like, bro, what are you stressed about? Especially with women, I gotta go get these shoes and I'm like, huh? I thought you was going to have a good time.
Yeah.
How are you stressed out and make that to the point where if you didn't know what the conversation was about, it sounds like something bad's happened in their life. It's the most stressful time, and it won't matter. And it's all because you want all these things not for yourself. That stress won't happen. It's so you look good to other people. Once you get out and you have a good time, you realize that didn't matter. Now you get home, certain money gone because you have to spend on this stuff. You're never gonna wear the things again, and you realize very quick, I would have had a good time without this. I would have. Just a bit of mindfulness, and you would have been sorted. What are you worried about? The photograph. I don't want to be photoed in the same thing. Why?
Yeah, I never. As I said, we all kind of have an ego to an extent. I think everyone have. It depends on when it comes to light and when it comes out. But yeah, man, my ego is good when I see the people around me that I love and care about. They feel good. I mean, that's when I go. Yeah, either I start feeling that's because of me, or I just enjoy it because they're enjoying it.
I agree.
That's partly part of your ego. I would say probably part of your ego.
And I don't mind it either because I think ego's in check in different ways, isn't it? So we're just trying to like show off to other people. That's not it. But don't want to compete to be the best dad. Yeah, I'm trying to be the best. Yeah, yes, and I don't care either, bro. Like, does my missus think I'm the best boyfriend? That's all I want to know, blood. I don't care. I'm competing with. They don't cost anything, bro. Yeah, so that's me. When I chop my missus, I think I'm the best chop available in life, bro. In life, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
And bro, as long as she does in that moment, I don't care, bro. Yeah. I'm not trying to have my son sitting next to me thinking he can have a better dad, bro. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance, bro. And if he ends up thinking that the materialistic things is what would make a better dad, then that's your own stupid fault, bro. But when it comes to wisdom and me actually take care of you, putting the time in, you ain't no better dad, bro. So you stuck with me, innit? Trust me, the grass ain't greener, bro.
Just.
Same with my missus, the grass ain't greener. Dump me and see what happens, innit? You better just stay single for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because you're gonna go out there in that landmine they call
Yeah,
bro.
That's my arrogance, bro, and I like it. That's the only arrogance I have, bro. All the materialistic, oh, I'm a better blah blah than everyone. I couldn't give a shit about these other stupid things, bro.
Yeah, because it's not like you want to do it. And do you know, I always thought that as well. Like, why do you want to? If you want to be the best at something, which is fair, innit? But when you get there, who is it for? Yourself or just to show other people that you're the best at it?
So other people can think you're the best at it, innit? That's what it seems like. Which means it's not about you, it's about
Then
them.
it was the original journey about you. That's mad, you know. Was the original journey because I wanted to be the best? Or along the journey, I'm like, I want to be the best so everyone else can call me the best.
That's and what you just said ends up happening with loads of people. Are you a collector of trainers because you love trainers? Are you a collector of trainers so you can show people that you got a collection? Because there's a difference. If I never turn my camera on, you lot will never see the stuff I've got collected in my house. You'll never see it. Most chances are no one's coming to my yard. So obviously it's for me because I'm not showing it to nobody, bro. When I just like looking at it, it's mine. You know what I'm saying, bro? When it becomes all these other things, it's like, oh, that wasn't for you. That's why you lost. That's why you can get rid of it so quick. That's why, you know what I mean, you send all depressed. You spend all that money on something that now you're broke to show people one time. Look what I've got. They don't actually care, bro.
No one, like, realistically, man.
And that's it, man. So
just to end this one, the last question I had was: if you met God today, tomorrow, what's one question you would ask?
assuming,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to answer this question assuming that I would believe is real, which I don't.
yeah, you'd have to assume.
If I did, I might have more than one for the question for him. But I'm gonna say to him, what took you so long to show me what I go on, bro? Like, why did I have to wait? Why did I have to wait so long for you? You know I don't believe in you. Why can't you just show me early, bro? Or
Do you know, in my head, I was about to do what you said. I was about to say maybe your time wasn't ready yet for me to show you.
the dark question. Why you take my man from me, bro? That's my homie. Why how come my nan was out here loving life and that? She's just gone and that. How is she good though? Is she good? But you're a dickhead for that still, because I needed.
Jokes aside, yeah, because I'll say that about my nan as well. What if you go, oh, I hope she's in heaven. I know if she's in hell still.
Yeah, well, God's like,
wait, why is she there?
Yeah, you ask God, asked her what's her name, and it's like, oh, Bennett. Bennett, let me just check the phone. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, big man. She downstairs. Okay.
And you were asking, why is she down there?
Yeah.
I don't tell you what she was like.
Yeah, man tried to tell me about some secret that my nan never told me. Like when she was 18, she was killer blood. That's what I'm saying, bro. And I asked, man, why you so greedy, bro? Like, why you need so many people?
Man said we got this spiritual warfare going on. We need as many soldiers as we can. So not only we find wars down here, we got to fight wars there.
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
gonna say to him as well, bro. How come you keep taking Leng things, bro? You know what I mean? We don't. Why you? So we gotta live on the earth with the butters, and you get to that.
But he's saying you probably don't see the other. Nah, he probably said, "Well, you're not privy to the."
Man's gonna put the butters things downstairs too, blood. That's what it's. Nah, because you might ask man serious questions and that, bro. Because you know, blood. I'm not talking about everyday killings and that, bro. But when the ones that we get the most media attention and that, bro, man. Listen, you don't want to lie to yourself with that. But we care more when the Leng, blood. It's just life. Where you have to take a good one.
Bro, because the spirit has no shape or form, bro. That's why Bruce Lee say, "Be water, my friend." You know what I mean? Be water.
So God just up there with shapeless spirits and that.
Yeah, bro. The spirit doesn't have a shape.
That's boring, isn't it?
Oh, so now you ain't calling God boring and that, bro.
No, I said the spirits are boring, bro. There's no
Bro,
shape and
the reason why a man can be like, yo, I'm sexy or I'm fit and that is because he put in the work, bro. So if a chick ain't Leng according to your term, bro, she ain't putting in the work. Why should she?
But if that's the case, bro, I'm glad I'm not religious, because if I was going to heaven thinking there's going to be Leng ones up there, or the ones that passed, and they're just shapeless.
Yeah.
And so got orbs, just orbs sitting up there, bro.
Actually, Savage, based on the way you're sounding, it doesn't sound like you're worthy, and this is me saying in a judgmental way still, because
Well, man said, look on the back on the orb and that. She got the good back.
no, I'm just saying,
Hold on, what do
you're
you mean
not
I'm
going
not
up there for glory, bro. You're going up there for.
What do you
Yo,
mean I'm not
you
worthy,
was
bro?
sexy on Earth. Why you not sexy up here?
Hold on
I
a
think
minute.
that's the right
so-
approach to heaven, though.
Oh,
based
oh.
on what I.
Man
Well,
tried
what-
to banish you to hell, bro. That's
I'm just ends. Based on what we know of the concept, right?
What's the rules to get
Savage
there, bro?
approach is the wrong approach, ain't it?
What's the checklist?
Hey, I'm not trying to banish him to nowhere, bro.
No, I'm just saying, based on the confines of what I
I ain't gonna lie,
hear,
bro.
Savage is basically going up there like, yo, wait, you got this type of
I tried to
cognac,
banish
okay,
you
but you
down
got
to
men
the-
drinking Hennessy.
This isn't based on anyone's one religion, innit? So people
Nah.
don't need to get offended, even though I don't care. Are we not? Isn't a lot of the fun stuff
hmm
on
The
the dark
worldly stuff.
A lot of the fun stuff's on the dark side. Most of the fun stuff's on the dark
Hey,
side.
hey, Savage, when the
'Cause
sun
I'm
goes
saying,
down
like-
in that, ain't nobody
Like,
trying to.
like some of these things like chefing without marriage. I'm not trying to marry no Jones, but I want to blow the back out. I don't take drugs or drink, but for the people that enjoy it, that's on the dark side.
Yeah, you don't have to use it, but you can supply it.
No, honestly, seriously, question to you,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? I'm telling you,
what
when
is
the
good
sun
on the
goes
light
down,
side? What
man.
is good, bro? What is good on the light side, bro?
Yeah. Oh, what's
And
good on
that's
the light side? Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
Nah, that's why I said, Sam, you know, and that's why you have to respect it, bro. Like, I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to live that. That's where I'm trying to head to in it. That not even, I don't want to call it blind faith, but that space when you're so content
Peace
where
of mind,
you're
bro.
going, then you're like, yeah, I'll enjoy just sitting doing this, or I'll enjoy sitting doing that, and I don't need this to entertain myself, or I don't need to do that to.
Doesn't that fall upon the peace of mind?
Nah, because you can have just peace of mind in a day to day. I'm talking about that peace of mind where you're like, you now don't care, like you're just locked in where you are. I think we can get there, and I think we have some. We've got it at some periods in our life, and I think we're going in terms of us that know us. We're content to a point. But when I mean when you're there, that's where the blind faith comes in. Where you're like, I need to live my life this way because I know there's an afterlife. That's when you're fully content. Because that means you give up all the worldly goals and accolades and that. None of us have done that.
Which is the thingy? Which is what I was on about the Charlie Masters do?
Yeah, when we haven't done that, we still want to be best at something. Or we still want to learn something new.
Yeah.
These men are giving up everything. Are we in that period of life?
I'm never doing that because I told you, bro.
There
We
you
just spoke about the ego and that, bro. I need some of it, bro. I need that, bro. I can,
Oh, we
cause,
there.
okay, I get it, because peace and peace of mind are two different things, isn't it? I like
Yeah.
peace, bro. I like peace of mind in certain instances with people's health and stuff. I want to know that, yo, I can just relax about that particular thing. But peace is the main thing for me. Quiet, chilling. Yeah, I mean. But I like to think about
stress,
something.
no troubles.
These Charlie men
You
are-
say you want some earthquakes and thunderclaps in there.
Like these Charlie men are trying to free their mind completely, bro. On a Neo thing, I'm not trying to free my mind.
You know
But that's what N seems like he's chasing.
I'm not
He
trying to live
want the little
my
crackhead
life.
drama on a Tuesday
want-
night, bro.
Brother,
And
NJ
you want that.
trying to live his life of complete nothingness, bro.
Yeah.
It's like then you feel what like they're on some. There's literally no reason I'm here. I'm just here. I'm here, blood. Just legs crossed, head shaven, monk thing.
No, man's just saying I'm here for the journey till I die.
Yeah, and the journey
That's
is
what they believe in.
when you make nothing of your own journey. You journey literally nothing, bro. You just sit. I ain't trying to just sit, bro.
Because
I'm not-
the monk ain't trying to go to America, and that's what I was trying to tell ends, bro. And man's just content, bro. There's no need to move, bro. Because they're like, yo, we're gonna stay on this moment. Wake up, drink tea, stretch.
Not the more famous monk. He's traveling, still doing his
Yeah,
podcast.
Nah, he's
He's
fake.
on all the
Nah, he's
podcasts, bro.
Yeah, nah,
on
he's
all the
fake.
podcasts, bro.
No, he's fake. He's fake.
He's not fake, bro. He's
Nah,
not.
the real, no.
fake.
Nah, they've tested, they've done the research on him because the first time I saw him, I was like, I don't know about this youth blood, but they did their thing and found out that it's him still.
He's him.
It's him still. And it'll mash man up too much.
Yeah, I listened to a lot. Even what's the school? He has a few schools as well, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me listen to what his brother is saying. And he's proper like, he goes, yeah, bro, we need money to survive and build what we build.
Yeah, bro, and
he's not doing that.
That's
Oh,
all, and I'm looking at him like
There's one of
sellout.
them. There's one. He was on Diary CEO, like fat white youth. He's a monk now, but he had a regular life first, didn't it? I was listening to what he was talking about, and he had all the, and I was like, yeah, man, these things, because that's the thing, in it. You don't have to take 100% of anything. I never do, blood. I just take little bits. It's what makes me a person.
Yeah.
Little bits of information. I can listen to somebody who talks complete bullshit, and then hear them say one thing that's right, and I'll just take that, bro. But some men are just like, nah, he talks complete shit. Apart from football, of course. If you talk shit in football and say one good thing, I'm like, yeah, you still talk shit. Yeah. I know you was right about that one tactic and that, but that ain't gonna save you, bro.
Yeah, now that felt like more of a guess because of the old like.
It needs to be a majority in it. The
Yeah.
majority needs to be right. At least 75% for me to even acknowledge what I want, bro. Anything lower than that, I'm just like, yeah, you're just a casual fan, and that's fine too, blood. Go and have fun and celebrate, bro. Shut up, bro. Don't
Like
come
that,
into-
what was that person that came in and said he had subscribed and then he unsubscribed because he said we don't know what we're talking about, and that's why I said 90, if not 100% of your the people that you watch football content have no clue how football is played.
Yeah, bro. You don't know, bro. Like, you don't know what you don't know, and you ain't played, bro. So you're talking about. Try to tell a man they should have stayed offside when you never been on the pitch, bro. What?
Sav, that I've said it to you more than I've said it to like Kevin Zabiri in terms of the thing that I struggle with the most is being able to just accept people don't know stuff because I understand it at such a higher level, and I don't want to come across as contradicting or like I know more than the average person. That's what I struggle with in this space the most. I'll ask your advice, then, Zabiri, bro. What should I do with that? I'll get your advice on it because Sav has given me his advice. What would you give me of advice?
They're not knowing.
So in a space where I understand football, I believe I understand football higher than most people, but I don't. It doesn't mean that I don't accept or agree with points being made, and I'm not naive to go. I know it. I don't know everything, but I understand it at such a high level because there's things I see and I'm like, how do you not see that? But people then come in and go, well, you don't really know. Like, shut up, and they will listen to other people where I know, just listening to what they say, listening to how they view certain points. They have no clue. When I mean, like, some people can understand football from a standpoint of they know 11 people are versus 11 people. They wear boots, they wear shorts, they wear a shirt, and there's a ball, and they need to put it in the opposite net. They understand football to that level.
Does their comment affect you? Before I answer,
Not really. Only to the point when I feel like it's not for me, but the people I'm around. I feel like you're downplaying the level of knowledge they have because you come from a space where you feel like they know. And I'm like, nah. This space when it comes to knowledge around the game is the best. And maybe I'm biased, but as I said, this is what I struggle with because I see those kind of comments and I'm like, if I sat with the people that you believe know, and I just quiz them about who scored goal, and I sat down and put a tactical thing out and I go, all right, break it down for me. They'll get 1 out of 10.
Yeah, see, the thing is I deal with it by not running the channel weekly like you, because I learned very quick from Kapish, Grizz, and even your channel, not so much Savage, because Savage definitely wasn't on it, so he put no tampon boys and whatever his other line is, because you have to kind of do that. Me, that's why I don't run it, because when you put something out, you can't control the reaction. You genuinely can't. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
so
I understand that.
the fact that you're now out there, yeah, you're accessible to every device and maybe even platform people are sharing it. All you can do is take whatever you want to take from it. So if you want to take the bad, that's your choice. You want to take all the good, yo, big up ends, man them, yo, long live the family, all of that stuff. You can take that, or you can just lock it all off, bro. Just not even entertain it. Me personally, I feel like there was a guy in Philly in one of the Coppers streams was chatting like, yo, I'll pull up in New York, I'll pull up on you. I'm like, bet, come. I even dropped the intersection. I ain't seen my man comment since. because he probably thought, oh, he ain't gonna send. I'm like, no, I send him the cross street. Come find me here at this time. You know where I was. An hour before that time till an hour after that time, right there. Standing there. Come, bro. If you think, oh, I'm gonna chat shit behind it, no, I'm that type of guy. I mean, you might seen the way I navigate my day and stuff, bro. Like, I'm open to whatever, bro. And it's a good thing and a bad thing, because some females say, yo, there's no emotions within you. Okay, fine, safe. There's a reason for that, but hey, it is what it is. This is who I am. I'm broken. I'm not perfect. I'm broken. So how people deal with me, I can't control, but I can control how I deal with them. And I chose to deal with them good.
It's because you
See what
care
I'm
about
trying
you care about the sport in a different way because you're coaching it. So
Yeah, like it's even me, like, Enz, I'll give you a prime example. I go to a site and I'll take it to my thing that I love. I've been doing this for 17 years, but I'm only mid-30s, so some people can't grasp how I've been doing it for 17 years. So there'll be a man on the site 10 years in, but because he's put in 10 years, he's not reached the level. But I'm way above his level in my field. So he'll come, see me, young black guy. That's what he sees, young black guy. Hey, man, you know what you're doing? I'm like, I don't know how to answer that question. Are you asking from a place of knowing what I should be doing? Or you're asking for a place of you just want assurance to know that I'm him? And it was like, nah, because, I see you on the job and, I just wanted to know if you know what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't report to you. So what does that information do for you? So then he started realizing like, oh, this brother ain't a regular brother. So I'm like, bro, I don't understand your question. He was like, nah, because when I'm working with people, I like to know that they know what they're doing and they move with a certain level of confidence and or blah, 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 all of that good stuff. And I'm like, well, if it pleases you, bro, I'm him. Like, I'm Timothy Jones, bro. There's no one beyond me, man. And it was like, yo, you should carry that energy. And I'm like, no, I don't need to. Because when I carry that energy, some people see it as being too cocky. Some people see it as being arrogant. And I don't want to welcome that. So what I do, go in under the radar, go in, handle my business, get out. Because like I said, I just don't want to attract certain energy. You see what I'm trying to say? Man trying to stab me in the back just because I'm good at my job. Like, this is how I perceive it. So when you're saying you're coming on YouTube and you're dropping the information and man still can't grab how you're breaking down 2 + 2, and you're like, yo, what's wrong with these, man? I bet if I sit down with the math teacher will still tell them 2 + 2 = 4. But it's just, bro, they look at you on the screen, they don't think you're qualified. They're like, yo, who's this B-Tech Olise, bro? That's just, man, just, you can't control that. And that's why I try to just go in under the radar, do my thing, and get out.
You have way more people that know what you're talking about than don't.
No, but Enz is looking at the ones that don't. You see what I'm trying to say?
No, but I'll put it to you. It's not the fact that I care what they say. It's the fact when they say it. If I'm on the screen, I don't care. But when I'm on the screen with us, man, I care more because I respect the level of knowledge you guys have as well. And the fact that you come in there and you think you can say that, I'm like, nah, bro, relax your skin. If it's me, I let it go. I don't care. I said,
oh yeah, nah, for me, bro, yeah.
When I'm with the guys, I'm like, nah, you ain't coming here and saying that, my guy.
Yeah, I appreciate you on the right out.
That's what triggers me more. If I'm on the screen, if I'm on there, I'm just like, I don't care.
As well, in football or source of entertainment like that, there's no showcase to say who's an expert. You know what I mean? There's not you have football financial experts, you have football analytics, but there's no football expert because what is that? And even though we can kind of, we could kind of say what we think it is. If there was a proper label on it, and you can get to that, then man will kind of have to listen on it. But at the moment, everyone's got a mouth, everyone's got a fucking Twitter page, so they can just talk out the side of their mouth, bro. Because I just think at this point I don't even give a damn at all, blood. Pay me, and then you want to say something, pay and shut up, blood. But I get it though. Especially when you're educated in something and you put time in something, and then man are just saying random stuff. I'm like, yeah, this thing, not what you're talking about, isn't an opinion as a fan. That's completely different. You're speaking like this is the exact fact. This is this, and we're like, that's not it, bro. And you're about to spread that misinformation somewhere else, bro, and breed some more dickheads, bro. Because that's what they do. They mutate and migrate, blood. That's why, like, I keep anything that I'm knowledgeable of. I keep my
Bible did say, "Go forth, be fruitful, and multiply." So the man just don't define the dickheadness.
Anything I'm educated in, anything I'm educated in or I'm expert in, I keep my mouth shut about nearly all of it, bro, because I don't really need to bring it to the internet unless my channel's about that expertise.
Exactly.
Until someone speaks complete bollocks, I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do that, bro. Yeah, no, we're not, bro. You know, like that, bro. So I get that with fitness and that a lot of the time. I'm around people to shut my mouth and that. I'll be in the Asian and I hear a personal trainer saying some waffle. I'm like, I don't really want to mess up man's business.
But
This what you just said is gonna break homegirl's hip, blood. So stop
the foolishness.
So what I normally do now is I'll try and speak to the person on a casual one, the actual trainer, before I won't speak to the client because it's rude, innit? If you ignore me though, I'm nabbing that client, bro. I'm telling them because you can't just have people out here breaking their spine and that, bro. That's crazy talk, bro.
That's the part that I'm mainly. Maybe I use struggle in its extreme in it, but it's one of the ones where I go, that's noted in my head, and I go, maybe I'm trying to do the Samaritan thing, trying to fix everyone in it. Can't fix everyone. Can't reach everyone.
Yeah, Dad told me that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is, bro. I'm just
look at the stories, man. Man, them string up Jesus, you know. Bro, let me tell you something, man. Like this is how I deal with it. This man, according to the stories, because I wasn't there. You see what I'm trying to say? We weren't there, but we hear this man come down and broke a loaf of bread. And I've broken bread, gratta. You know the gratta from here? I've broken that. Bro, that ain't feeding 10 men, bro, on a rainy day. You see what I'm trying to say? 3 pieces of fish, that ain't feeding thousands, bro. Man turning water into wine. You tell me I can just scoop up some water and then just get lit. Nah, like, that's the man they crucified, bro. Man that can feed man from nothing, bro. Man that can heal the blind and raise the dead and tell man walk in that, bro. That's the man they string up. You think me telling them about FSG, that's gonna save me from being strung up, bro? Nah, that's why I'm trying to come for me in the comments, bro. So yeah, I don't be Jesus. Even in the military, we're on a plane, C-130, going to Iraq. The message before we went on that plane and during on that plane and after that plane landed, it was like, yo, don't be a hero. That's the message. Every man playing Call of Duty think that's what men do in the real world. They're telling you, don't be an hero. Don't go anywhere by yourself. That's what they tell soldiers, bro. Don't go anywhere by yourself. Make sure you got a battle buddy with you, somebody with you at all times. Don't be a hero. There's no hero. You only get the title hero when you're dead. You only get the title when you're dead, bro. And depending on how you dead. So like, I'm not a war hero. I'm just a veteran. You only get the hero when you're dead. So they tell you, don't be a hero because you will be dead, bro. So when you come out here, you try to do the Good Samaritan thing. I don't know why you want to do it. But for me, man, like I said, I'll teach if they want to listen. If they don't want to listen, bro, I'm shutting up. I'm training a youth from 80 or a big man from 80, close to 50s. I'm trying to train, man. Man's telling me about the other man that's not doing the right thing. I'm like, bro, I'm not training them today. I'm training you, big man. And all you want to talk about is yelling your past and what some next man is doing. You're not asking no question about what I'm teaching you. If you're not interested, I can shut up, bro. But trust me, if you don't grab this information, you'll be fired, fam. You're not here for me, bro. I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you what this is about, bro. So for me, bro, that's like I said, man, I'll teach. If they want to listen, bro. I'm not teaching, bro. I'll lock it off. And that's why I can't be on the spaces. Because I come in here and 10 men in my comments jumping. I was like, yo, bro, we're not interested in this. I'm going to lock it off, fam.
This is the mutants, bro. These mutants don't want to listen to anything, bro. From when
I'm lock it off.
From when I heard all these like content creators and people in the chat tell me that FSG don't know what they're doing, I just sat there. I was like, the billionaires don't know what they're doing with the money, but you do. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here then.
You know, I'll never even say this because I don't think we even get the opportunity to say this again, bro. When I first link up with the Kapish man, them, and I think like, I mean, I ever go off, but some people say, oh, I kind of forced Scout to make the link. Bro, when I'm talking to the man, and the man give me this holy speech about, yo, you know, there's no black YouTube creators, so we thought we'll jump into that space. And I'm like, rah, man is really on that black tip. But that's the only thing you're doing it for, bro. The YouTube and the super chat. What are you really kicking up in the community in that? Nothing. Bro, you ain't doing this for no black people, bro. You see what I'm trying to say, bro? That's why it ends when I saw you was posting your post. I'm like, bro, this shit is nice every day. Seeing man spreading the black powerful message in that. But if that's all you're doing, fam, lock it off, bro. Lock it off. You're not. I'm not saying Dr. Umar's right, but bro, if you're not building any schools, any charity foundation, any type of real
The school that's
movement,
not open. That school.
No, Savage, I'm not.
The school that-
I'll put it to you this
What
way.
I'm trying to say, though, if you're not making a real change,
I got more students than Dr. Umar. To put it to you this way.
ends. No,
High
you're
school
doing
had
a
more
footballing thing. I get it.
than-
But what I'm saying though, when the man them use the black thing,
Mm.
it can't just be for the socials and for the status, man. You have to like
Look,
really.
I get what you
Bro, man's telling me they never come into US into like, man, bro, half your fan base is here. I'm meeting man in the Cayman Islands that's watching your shit. You're not just gonna link up with them, man. Find a way to connect to them, man. You just want the super chats.
Some man just talk, bro. You
So,
know what I mean?
and that's what I said. When it comes to just the surface talk, bro, I lock it off. I'll shut
Because
up.
I told YouTube themselves, bro, their company YouTube. I ain't no black content creator, blood. I'm just a content creator, bro. But you trying to separate me and palm me off. Give me the YouTube black jacket and that, bro. The jacket was cold still, but I denied it. I regret it, but it's not the point. Jacket was cold. Nah, man, don't try contact me just at Black History Month. My prick, blood. For the other 11 months, man didn't contact me. They're like, oh, this savage would like to send you. No, blood. Not a chance. Yeah?
They send it on another month.
Yeah, about trying to send me these little. How you gonna send me stuff about my own history, blood? Yeah, dickhead, bro. Ah, man, I ain't no black content creator, but I'm him, bro. Talking about.
Man said the black content creator.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'm
There
gonna
wasn't
have to
enough black
stop.
content creators. I couldn't give a damn if there was one black content creator, bro. Then I'll be two in it. I ain't coming here for the man then. For the,
That's the piece that kills me. So now I'm gonna have to
Any
question
tunes of
Ends,
them?
bro. I'm gonna have to go meditate Ends channel in that because man, I thought man was solidified, bro. Man out here trying to do the evolve thing and ascending that, bro. Like the ascendancy is great, bro. But I think you're good, man. I think Savage think you're good. Cav think you're good. I'm not saying us three are the only thing that matters, bro. But surely there's other people showing you and telling you you're good, man. You're over here like you're just twerking on the internet and that, bro. You know what I mean?
all I'm saying
I
is,
don't want no one around me that don't want to
you
evolve.
got nearly 5,000
It's your
subscribers. bro.
choice. God gave us
You live your
choice.
whole life. You got nearly 5,000 subscribers, bro, and you can make your whole career just off 5,000 subscribers. Even if you only stayed at 5,000,
Yeah,
you live
hey.
your rest life off the
And
top.
you're good, man. So I'm not saying don't evolve. Though. Obviously, I'm evolving every day, but I'm just saying, I just don't want you to go off the deep end because that's what happened to the men when they go up there. Ends. They just up there, and all of a sudden can't handle it because they're just digging up, turning over every stone. Oh, why is this stone blue? Let me go research it. It's like, nah, man, it's a blue stone. Leave it at that. But again, why the
Some
chicken laid
people
4 eggs and one of
Some
them is
people can
blue?
handle the knowledge and some people can't.
I'm just saying, but it
I
gets to
believe
a
I
point
can.
though. It gets to a point though where it's like Orochimaru's settings. You won't find all the answers in one lifetime or one body. I mean, you can join me over
mate,
here. We can
you
figure
do it
out
now.
how to shed the skin and molt because I'm
So
trying
would
to
you
get
say
this
you
deep.
made use of it now? I don't think no human
Oh,
being
hell yeah,
has.
bro. I've been
No
molting.
one has.
Think you should master molting next. Learn how to molt.
All I know is the mutants always come back, bro. We know that. They always come back. They always come back, bro. They're viruses, bro. You heard what Agent Smith said, bro. They multiplied, bro. They were always. It doesn't matter how much they talk shit. Oh, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, this savage guy. Don't know
Yeah,
what-
because I saw a guy resubscribe and I know he subscribed in the
I know,
past.
I know.
Yeah,
He
they
said, I
always-
don't know
they
how it
always
happened.
do
Yeah,
that,
because
bro.
you unsubscribed, bro. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
They feel left out and that, and then they come back, bro. Or you have them ones who just talk shit, bro. And then they come over here and then talk shit about another content creator, and then I go on the content creators tell them they're in the chat still. I'm like, oh, so you came over here to talk shit about this guy, and you're over in his chat. Look, great stuff. No one cares
It's so
about
crazy because they don't think we know the other guy. You
Yeah,
know what
man.
makes me laugh? They don't think you know the other ones. And because we're not in there commenting, they don't think you exist in there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, I'm
Bro,
just
I'll be watching and not even comment.
it. Same. I rarely comment on anything, to be honest, bro. I just throw eyes in the chat and carry on with my day, blood. Yeah, I don't listen to this.
Yeah, nah, man, we got
You're good, man. You're
we got
good. Man.
involved,
Go
man.
relax,
Gotta
bro.
evolve. Gotta ask the
Gotta
questions, innit? Let's
You
ask
trying to
the
get wings or tail? Which one?
questions. Nah, man, I want to see what the heavens are like, man. We get wings.
Wings. All right, say. That's actually a good answer. That's a good evil question right there. 'Cause a tail,
Evil
that
question?
makes it- Yeah, because angels don't have a tail. Demons do.
I'm just here to the great blackout, blood, and when I'm gone.
You see how good you are, Ends? You just pick the good side automatically. You're good, fam. Passing all the tests, bro. Because someone's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a tail. Nah, you a devil, bro.
Without any fuckeries happening to me, I got a good 52 years left, bro.
52 years.
Yeah,
How many of
that's
them you putting on the farm, bro? Because you can only take care of a horse for so long.
Hey man, listen man, there ain't no afterlife in that for me. When I'm gone, I'm gone. When the blackout happens, it's out blood.
Nah, when we get there, we'll get there, bro. We'll be joking around. So we'll be like, yo, actually, I don't know, because we tried to put you in hell, so I don't know if we'll be.
Wait, hey,
We'll
yo,
say-
whoa.
Hey man, I'm a good youth man.
I never said that, bro. The man say he's trying to go to heaven to see Leng things. I'm like, I don't think that's the reason you should be going up there, bro.
Yeah, and I can't deal with the heat either, bro. So heaven might be better for me still.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You can't do it.
yeah. The hay fever in heaven, blood. It's long still.
Nah, well, I was about to say nah. Like, I
Hay
don't.
fever in heaven, feel me, blood.
You're in heaven. Ends they
Yeah,
make it, bro.
Hay
First
fever,
cut,
leave me, blood.
ends is done.
Man, think I left this planet to go get hay fever elsewhere, blood.
The garden and that just sneeze it up, like, bro.
Yeah,
we
bro.
don't come here for this.
Man said the ancestral plains and that, just bare hay fever and that. Wheat. Nah.
Oh, yeah, that's how the
You know,
ancestral.
someone
plays
just run
it.
through it just to make you sneeze, bro.
Yeah, bro. Every time I see T'Challa there, blood, it makes me nervous, blood. Bare itching.
Run through the plains, bro. Nah, listen, more questions, more answers. Nah, we're all good. Thought that it would be a great conversation to have, and clearly it was because we've been here for 2 hours and 26 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know when we're next live, but it'll be great. We need to do this day after.
And love, man.
Yeah, man. We'll be back in 6 weeks, man. 7 weeks, maybe. So they got the check.
Yo, can we not do it on game day, bro? Like, are you man not fans of the Premier League, bro? Or are you just fans of Liverpool, bro? I love the Premier League, bro. You made me
mean,
miss
bro? That's what
the game
Man U-
today, man.
I ain't missed the game, bro. About to watch Man U versus Arsenal. Just watch Palace.
No, but I missed the first game, bro. Like, all I'm
Why
doing
did
is
you put it
checking
on another
stats,
screen, bro?
on the screen, bro.
No, I tried to do that, and then it just started lagging your stream,
Oh,
and I was like, I got to pick between the Mandem or football, and I thought the logical choice
Throw your
is
internet out,
Mandem.
bro. That's not ours. That's your choice of having shit internet.
But I know if I say I prioritize the Mandem, certain man is gonna feel uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah, don't prioritize me. Don't prioritize me.
Your choice, innit?
Yeah, man.
Your choice to have better choices with the internet.
You know what I'm trying to say, bro? It's just like I can't
Chris
prioritize the
Wood got 2
Mandem.
bad
I
goals,
can't
bro.
under the Mandem. It's like I'm just saying. If I know if I pick football, man's gonna be like, "Yo, you don't value the Mandem friendship and wisdom and that." So it's like, catch
Yeah, but
22,
we've had, and Chris Wood scored 2 mad goals at the same time while having the conversation. So what do you want me to do? And Eze goal got chalked off and that was mad.
That was mad still.
Yeah, I didn't see it still, but
There you, that's
I tell man, Chris Wood is better than Isak. Man, think this is a joke, look.
You're alright, Chris. Anyway, man. Know that still, bro.
I don't know if I agree
No,
with that.
man, think that's a joke, bro.
That's not my first choice striker still, but it's fine.
Bro, I don't care who you want to put as your first choice because of the color of their skin or the age, bro. But man is
I
33.
don't want someone named Wood as my striker still.
Bro, I'm just saying, when you're striking with Wood, you know the results.
Stop.
That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
Conversation
That's like a
there, though.
triple
Come on,
entendre. Savage is like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I'm done, bro. I tapped out, man.
All right, let's tap out. Peace.
Yo, big up peeps.